I won't bless that guy, that son of a
that son of a that poor son, that poor son, that
son of a bitch.
Hello, welcome to the Pro Crastinators podcast. It's your boy Ben Saint and your girl Gibbontake.
Hiya. Hiya.
I don't know. Okay. I don't know if this might be a voicemail. I haven't checked, but I want to post something that was posted in the Pro Crastinators patron lounge. And I just thought it was epic. So if you'll indulge me.
Yeah, dude, I don't think I may have seen this.
I'm good. Oh no.
I probably did.
I don't want you to see it. I want you to hear it.
Oh.
Here it is. It's a little sound beat from I'll Die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you saw this? Damn it. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. The only thing I'm a slave to
is the grind.
Is the grind, is the Sigma grind, is the rhythm of the jungle beat.
I'm also a slave to such beats.
That little, what is it, like a little cat's meow, that little ow in the background of the boom, 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 boom. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This guy fucking gets it.
I think that noise is like Diddy Kong going ow.
Yeah, I think it is. Ow. All right. That was pretty cool. The Discord. Did I say on the show what I want to do with the Discord? Or did we just talk about that? Because I might mention it now.
I can't remember.
Okay, well, I'll just say it. I would like, when we release the Perfect Comic Party, I think I would like, maybe we'll just make a new channel for people to like do like dedicated like comic discussion, like just discuss the new comics that are in the latest episode of the Perfect Comic Party. Maybe that would also be where people might do like reader surveys or something.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about like doing like Shonen Jump style reader surveys, but at the very least a channel for like discuss the comics in the thing.
Yes,
I have about 8.5 pages of Beastcapades done now.
Yo, nice.
Yeah, it's coming along. Maybe I can get the rest done this week. It's a bit ambitious, but you know, I'm gonna keep trying and keep chugging away at it.
What is your goal for pages?
Around 20.
20? Okay.
Around 20, I think, because I feel like a page of Beastcapades is a little less substantial than a Clarissa page, so I thought I should have at least as many as there are Clarissa pages, probably more.
I mean, I don't know about substantial. Like, it's hard to it's definitely a single page of Clarissa takes longer to draw, but like,
yeah.
There's a lot going on with all the text and stuff. I watched a bit of your stream when you were drawing it.
Yes, that was this week. I did my first draw stream in like years, and I got like I think I got like 3 pages done on that one stream, which is pretty good. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
As I've said over and over again, Beastcapades. I'm not gonna say what it is, but like I was working on it like yesterday and this morning. And I'm introducing some stuff that is not going to be relevant for a long time. Beastcapades has room to grow. Let's just say, has concepts. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm pretty excited about it. But like, there's a lot of setup that needs to happen, and I'm not exactly sure what is going to happen in the rest of this first chapter. Right now, it's been Beast Hustler exploring like the town, and then where he goes after he fully explores the town. It's like, I don't know. I could take it in like one or two different directions.
I guess that's the beauty of being able to ask people to do the decision making part.
Yeah, I kind of miss it. Because I have not had consistent like reader suggestions. A lot of panels just drop like the command format. Like it's like a real comic. He just does something instead of like there being a text command that he then follows. Which is, it's fine. It's fine, but it feels a little, there's like less text. I don't, and I don't know. I kind of, it would sort of be nice to just have someone tell me like, have him do this next. And I'll be like, okay. It kind of takes the pressure off me a little bit.
I don't have to construct anything. I just need to do as I'm told.
Well, it's like this. I know there are several things he could do, and I'm not really committed to like, oh, he should do them in a particular order. So I guess it's just kind of nice to have the audience be like, oh, do that. Oh, what about that thing? And then it's like, okay, I'll follow the direction that someone is telling me, that someone's interested in seeing it. Now, without that, I have to decide what the most interesting order is. And it's like, I can't be trusted with that level of responsibility.
I need to go back to my old Balejape draw streams, because I can't remember how much it was into, like, I didn't stream drawing the entire comic, but a lot of the beginning, when I was just, like, making stuff, and there was a few people in chat, and I know there was this idea that it would be, like, you'd say something in chat, and I'll see if I see what happens. But I don't know if much of it was like that. I think a lot of it was just sort of, and then they go here, and then they go there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of fun just making stuff up. And it was like serendipitous how it came together at the end. With all the little, like, stupid things. All the things I'd just drawn in the background. Like the big wooden, like, slingshot outside became like, the snakes got stuck to it. And then it became a slingshot, and then the ball came and it smashed through the wall. It's like, oh, wow. I made it all fit. But it's hard. It's hard to, like, think so far ahead that you know that that's how it's going to be, and that's going to be left there. That's what's the thing? The gun, the Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's the main point. It's hard to do that.
Did you know how Balejape was going to end?
No idea.
You had no idea? Okay, because like I
didn't even know what the location was until I drew, like, oh, what if it's like in a big lava place? Like, she looks out the window and there's lava, and then you look out, Alley-oop leaves the window, and then it's like a big cathedral, and it's like, and then there's ostriches. I don't know why I put that in there.
I know the kind of general arc of Beastcapades, and I think there's only one way it really can end. So that's like not really
consider this Beastcapaded.
That's not really up for debate. And like how he gets there is kind of not, there's room for fucking around on the way there. I feel like is why the reader input format there, it's like, yeah, let people just tell me, like, oh, do this, do that, and we'll just see what happens. Because like it won't affect the ultimate end. I mean, I don't want to go. I guess I shouldn't say anymore.
You're in that artistic state where you really want to tell everyone. You really want everyone to know like how cool this is going to be, but you can't say anything to anyone at any point.
If I say anything about it, it'll spoil everything. If I said like, Beastcapades, it has concepts, it has guiding principles, and if I said what those principles are, it would be like, I think it would spoil where it's going. So I want there's going to be some reveals, and I want those reveals to be surprising and make people go, You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, I do know what you mean. There's like, I have ideas for Balejape 2.
Yeah.
That I'm cooking right now.
Cooking.
let me cook, as they
let
say.
them cook. Let them cook.
And the larger, like for Bale Jape 2, what happens is just stuff. Like there's no huge revelations, but the idea that there are revelations is like, oh yeah, I don't want anyone to know exactly what could happen. But it's not like One Piece, right? You know that the idea is they're pirates and they're searching for a treasure. Obviously, the end of the thing is going to be they find the treasure.
Yeah.
It's all of the things that happen in between that is like, are they going to make it through this obstacle on the way to their ultimate goal?
Yeah, is this guy gonna join the crew? Is that guy gonna join the crew?
Yeah, and it's like the journey is what's interesting, and the ultimate goal of like, will they find the treasure? Like, that there is a treasure. It's not aimless. I think in Bale Jape they're sort of aimless, and so I should reveal some sort of a goal. But I don't want to show my hand as to all the lore that I've been building up. I don't want to have like a. I want to have it like come out in a sort of in a. I can't think of words. This is why I'm a writer. To be revealed like at a pace where each, like, if you take the whole thing. Each individual part of the lore, part of the story, is not interesting necessarily all by itself, but if you know everything. Like, if you know the big secrets, the smaller secrets aren't as interesting, but you want to start with the smaller secrets, because they'll be like, ooh, interesting, didn't know that, and then it causes more questions. I'm really explaining this badly, but,
You lost me a little bit. I mean, I get start with the small stuff and build to the big reveals. That makes sense.
Start with the small stuff, build to the big reveals. Nah, I honestly, I've lost myself. I don't know where I don't know where I was going.
I
was trying to relate to you as an artist, and I couldn't do it.
Impossible. I'm not a real artist. I'm just pretending. All this art that I'm making, fake. It's mere artifice, actually. You there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm out of breath.
Is it COVID?
No.
That's my first thought. That's
be.
my first thought is it's COVID.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the room is stuffy. I'm going to open a window. It's cold, but like, it's not that cold. It's the sun's shining. I'll be in a second. Sorry.
Did I talk last week about my licorice experiments?
You did.
Well, they've continued. I continue to get a result that is either too like soft and chewy like an airhead, or too like stiff and like almost like if you chill it in the fridge, you can actually like snap it in two like a hard candy. I continue to. I think the missing ingredient might be like palm oil or palm kernel oil. I think that might be what lets it get so like dense and chewy, but not like hard and crunchy. So I might have to get, or maybe glycerin. So I'm gonna have to get some of that and fuck around. I'm getting closer. I made one yesterday that was pretty close. It was pretty close to a Twizzler. It was just a little too firm. And you kind of had to melt it in your mouth for a minute before you could chew on it. But it was like 85% there. And that was pretty cool. That was pretty exciting. I would like to make a licorice flavored one. I'm gonna get some licorice extract. And I got that ammonium chloride. I got the sal ammonia. This which apparently is used in licorice flavoring sometimes. I tried tasting it. I put a little bit on my finger and I tasted it, and it was a little bit painful. It hurt my tongue a little bit. So
that's the right stuff.
It's like that's how you know it's got it really packs a punch. Yeah, it tasted weirdly enough. Just putting a weird powder on my tongue tasted pretty bad all by itself. So, but
wow.
Yeah, it was just a little surprising. The That's all I have to say about that. It's fun. I like making various goos in the kitchen. Hell,
that is good.
Hell, fucking yeah.
Sorry, it is just sort of like stuffy in my room. There's no oxygen here.
Even though you open
now,
the window?
don't worry, everybody. There is a carbon monoxide detector. It would be going haywire. Then it cut to the thing with it's no batteries are working. It's not working.
That's Chekhov's. That's Chekhov's.
Chekhov's carbon monoxide detector.
Chekhov's depleted batteries in the carbon monoxide detector. Yeah. Okay,
Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's bullet currently flying through the air.
I have a horror story from this week to share with you. Do you want to hear the worst thing ever?
I don't know. It sounds pretty bad.
You know how in Beastcapades, the Beast Hustler occasionally learns baleful secrets? That's what you're about to hear.
Oh no.
No. Okay, this is so fucked up. I can't believe I have to say this. I can't believe this is my life. One of my roommates has seen my videos. He like knows who I am.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
That's the price you pay for making a big Mega Man lecture.
Yeah, he came to my room the other day and he asked me if he could use my printer, and I was like, yeah, sure. And he was wearing a Mega Man shirt, and I was like, nice shirt. And he was like, yeah, cool. And then he said he cosplayed as Mega Man at PAX East like last week, and I was like, lol. And then he asked me about my like setup. He asked me about my dual monitor setup and my tablet, and he was like, are you an artist? And I was like, yeah. And then he asked me like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I make comics and I make YouTube videos sometimes. And he was like, do you make like long form content? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I think I might have seen your video. It's like, no.
So and it was only it wasn't familiar enough with the video.
Okay.
And you in it to know instantly that it was you. But he has seen it?
He didn't explicitly say he'd watched the video. I think he might have. I'm not sure. But he pulled up YouTube and he showed me the thumbnail of the Mega Man video. He was like, is that you? I was like, yeah, that's me, Lamau. And he then
he spat at you. And he slammed the door in your face.
No, okay, so I was surprised by that. But I was more surprised by what happened next. Because he asked, I was trying to print a document for him, and he asked me like if I was making any new videos, and I told him like, yeah, I'm kind of working on, I want to do a Battle Network follow-up, but I have to play the games first. So in the meantime, I thought I was going to do a history video about the history of this podcast I'm on. And he was like, oh, you mean the Pro Crastinators? And I was like, I can't fucking believe you know what that is. This is a nightmare.
Wait. How did he learn? Did he learn about the Mega Man first and then the Pro Crastinators? Or is it unrelated?
I think so. I think he might know that just because I mentioned the Pro Crastinators in the Mega Man video. I think that might be why he knows what it is. Which is
you do that right at the beginning, right?
Yeah. I'm surprised he would retain that information unless he was familiar with it. But I mean, yeah, that's probably where he learned it from. But like, I don't know, terrible. Just terrible. I don't know this guy. This is a total stranger. I've been living with him for 6 months. He knows my YouTube channel. He knows about my podcast.
He's at the door right now listening.
I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it. This is it. I'm toast. It's over.
Do you think? I mean, what was the body language expression? Was he excited by this revelation that he was living with a YouTuber?
Oh, he was ecstatic. No, I mean he was just surprised. He was just kind of like, "Wow, I can't believe I've seen your videos." And I was like, "Yeah, I can't believe you've seen that either." Oh, he asked me if I made one about Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, "No, that was my brother, Lamau." And he had seen the Animorphs one, but not the Oh no, because he'd seen the other lectures, so he knew about the Procrastinators because he'd seen at least some of the other lectures. He'd seen the Kingdom Hearts one, and he'd seen Not the Guilty Gear one, but he'd seen the Animorphs one. How fucked up is that?
I mean, it's not that fucked up. I mean, people
Shut up. It's fucked up. It's so fucked up.
You put those lectures out to be seen by thousands and thousands of people.
No, I did not. I didn't ask for this.
Do you think he's going to listen to the podcast now? Do you think he knows?
No,
or is he just not going to be that interested?
I sincerely, I mean, that's a big leap. That's a big leap from I've seen a couple of the posts you made on YouTube to I'm going to become a regular listener of your podcast. I would sincerely doubt it. Unless he's
what if he feels
unless he has like a morbid curiosity, which would
he might have morbid curiosity. I wonder if that Ben guy like shit talked me on the podcast that he does.
Sam, go to hell. Don't listen to this. I hate you. You shouldn't be hearing this right now. This is a betrayal. That guy's fine. He's the I would say of the current crop of roommates, he's the only one. He's pretty much the only one that has not annoyed me at all. None of my roommates are that bad, or even particularly bad at all. But you know, once in a while I'll have a little annoyance with one of them. This is the least. He's the least annoying of a mostly not very annoying group. So until now, yeah. This is the
sin of watching your YouTube videos that you post publicly.
Yeah, that's terrible. I really resent that. Anyway, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's over.
But like, if somebody knew, it's like the same feeling I get when I remember that my mum follows my Twitter, and I'm like, oh, Mom.
Does she follow Big Girl Squish?
No, she has no idea.
Okay,
that's a lot of the reason why I don't do that stuff on my main.
I see.
Even though I do post like weird stuff on my main, so it's still. I guess she reads it, but she doesn't use Twitter.
Yeah,
it's just every so often.
Yeah,
but still, it's like, oh god, I know that's who I really am, but I don't want you to know about it.
Yeah, I remember like Nate said that like a kid at like his school like knew about Best Guy Ever. He got recognized by like a kid in a class with him or something. And one time, I remember when I was living in Georgia at a party, there was a guy who like came over to my house, and he was just a friend of a friend who had never met me. And he was like, "Are you that Sonichu guy?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And now it's happened again, and he's my fucking roommate, and he lives in my house. Terrible.
Wait, what was the thing with a Nate in the classroom?
I feel like I remember that Nate said that he was going to like a college class, and a kid in the class with him like recognized him as Best Guy Ever.
Ah, so I wonder when that would have been. I don't remember Nate talking about going to a college thing.
Well, I think he was still doing. Or he was like doing like he was like finishing school.
Oh, that's right. He had some sort of school thing, and his work was helping pay for.
Yeah, he had to like complete his degree.
Yeah.
That must have been like 5. Would have been like 5 years ago, I think, 4 or 5 years ago, maybe more.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, very strange. Very, very strange.
Oh, shit. Speaking of... hang on. I need to check a number, but I think this year is my 10-year anniversary of having posted videos on the internet.
Uh-oh.
Or as Gibbontake, as like the pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As the pony?
This December, 10-year anniversary of my first Gibbontake analysis video. That's what it is. So it'll be 10 years in December.
Wait.
Since I first made my analysis assemblage in fucking, I guess, 2013.
Hang on. Wasn't the first TBAP in like 2014?
I mean, there was My Little Pony Season 3 and then Season 4, and you started on Season 4, maybe you're thinking of that. But it would have been, I think my first video was like December 13th. So it was right at the end, 2013.
Oh my god, it was 9 years ago. Wait. It was okay. Wait. Oh no, it was the end of 2013. Yeah. So the first TBAP was December 9th, 2013.
Which means it's coming up on the 10-year anniversary of the Horseshoe Crew.
Jesus fucking.
Because that wasn't that much longer after.
Yeah, you're right. It would have been sometime in the next year. Oh my god. Well, perfect time for a PCP retrospective by yours truly.
Oh, you doing that? Are you doing like a lecture about that? People have been saying you should do that.
Oh, have I not mentioned it on the? Yeah, I said it in my Patreon podcast. I think I'm probably going to do a lecture about the history of the PCP. Yeah, I think that's the plan.
Are you going to try and keep it like bile-free, spite-free?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna,
like a historical.
It's impossible. I can't say it's impossible to do anything completely bias free. But like, yeah, my goal will be to recount the history more or less factually. I might let an opinion slip in here and there, but no, the goal will be to, like, if you don't know what the PCP is, here's what it was and what it is now, and the story of how it happened, and it's meant to be genuinely educational for someone who, because a lot of people that have started following, there are a lot of people who have started listening to the PCP, believe it or not, like post Pony, and then like post Radcon. There's people who still find it through like the Mega Man lecture, for instance.
And
those people need to be brought up to speed.
They need to be brought to justice.
They need to be stopped at any cost. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. As soon as this freaking comic is done, as soon as this freaking periodical is published, that'll be my next. It'll be my next priority after the Perfect Comic Party.
I have got to.
Yeah.
I want to get ahead on Clarissa Chapter 5 just because.
Yeah,
it will
understandable.
Take probably a little longer. Well, I want to give myself plenty of room to like fuck up a bit, so that when it's next month, we're not pushing it back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't done any of the other things like the contents page or whatever.
I'm working on my pages, so if you've got time and you want to do some like layout stuff on some of those pages, it would be helpful. But I'm gonna keep getting my stuff done, and then we'll see what has yet to be finished when I'm through with that. We need I don't know if you want to do anything fancy for like page layout. We can always get fancier later.
We can. I'm notoriously bad at choosing fonts. I hate typefaces.
I love
there's so many of them. I like them, but there's too many, and I never know which one to pick, and so I always end up using many different ones. And it's never cohesive. And I'm like, if only I knew about 7,000 different fonts that I could choose from, but I only know these ones.
We should use
the defaults.
Well, since this is a comic publication, we should use a font designed for comics.
The Garfield font.
I was going to say Comic Sans. What's
There's
the
Anime
font?
Ace that comes with like Clip Studio.
Yeah,
That's decent.
I think that for like a letter from the editor, I feel like a pretty normal freaking
Courier.
Honestly, Courier? No. Well, maybe bold Courier. I was just gonna, for letters from the editor, I was just gonna say like fucking Times New Roman. Is that boring? I'm sorry. Sorry, that's not quirky enough.
No, but like a normal font with this normal. Arial's pretty normal. Times New Roman It feels, although it is a newspaper font, I guess it would fit.
I mean, for something like a letter from the editor, I feel like the font should be more or less invisible. Shouldn't draw attention to itself.
No, yeah.
Maybe something like well, hang on. Let me
Are we gonna go font diving?
Yeah. We're doing this. We're doing it. All right. What do we got? We got Courier New, Deja Vu, Cracked Johnny. Oh yeah, that's a winner. Doc Champa. Oh, what the hell? Ethnocentric. Sounds good. Fighting Spirit. I've never even heard of any of these.
Bong Schrift is a good one.
Bong Schrift.
Not Bong Schrift. Bahn, like German. BAHN.
Bond
Schrift.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I used that, I think, for Clarissa Gunsmoke book.
Honestly,
Calibri. I think that's a lot of websites use that.
Wait, what's Calibri? What's Calibri look like? Oh, this is pretty normal.
Yeah.
Something like Calibri would be fine. Yeah. I mean, you know, we can get a little funky with what about Karima? You know Karima? You'll know what it is if I tell you.
Oh, the like Tim Burton kind of looking. Wait, no, that's the Death Note. Is it?
Karima is the it's the font. It's the Prospect and Durst like titles.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Of course, I have that font. Blah.
That one's pretty good. We should use Karima. Karima's a good meme. Good meme.
Yeah,
font.
Prospect Durst. Who's who?
I think I'm Durst.
I mean, yeah, you got the color palette for it, I guess.
Yeah.
I always liked how Prospect is not just the good characters in Homestuck. Like Vriska is on Prospect.
Yeah, I mean,
Gamzee as well.
There's not really any like real. There doesn't seem to be any real logic to like who's a Prospect dreamer and who's a Durst dreamer.
I mean, with the humans, it kind of is. Just because it's like, oh, the sweet, innocent idiots and nerds are on Prospect, and the edgy, rebellious, like, we don't give a fuck kids are on Durst.
It might also be because, like, they're related. Like Dave and Rose are siblings, sort of. So maybe maybe it's their bloodline. I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, they would be together either way, but, like,
yeah.
I think that's the idea of, like, oh, John... Because we learn about all these things from the humans, John and stuff, and they like, oh, John's a good boy, Jade's a good girl. They're on fucking Prospect. Therefore, the dark one is the other ones.
True. Yeah, but then with the trolls, it's not really like that. With the trolls, it seems kind of pretty random. I guess.
I wonder if you could read stuff into it. I don't really know.
I mean,
I've never tried.
Vriska is a light player, so wait, but Rose is a light player, and she's a Durst streamer, so never mind.
There's probably some sort of Tumblr theory somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure Blade Kind Eyewear, who wrote all the articles about type inversion, probably has a. I'm sure Durst and Prospect dreaming ties into it somewhere.
Type inversion? You mean like Karima?
Yeah, Gib. Yeah.
Type inversion, invert it to Cooper.
Let's see. All right. Let's all right. Karima, that's a winner. Charlemagne. Oh yeah, Charlemagne STD. And by STD I mean standard. Ethnocentric again. Why do I keep seeing that? That's
why'd you have those?
I don't know. I didn't. I must have downloaded it in a pack or something. Sylphane is my favorite, like normal looking font. I don't exactly know what's different. It looks like Times New Roman, but it's not Times New Roman.
Franklin Gothic Medium.
Vani. Oh yeah.
Font script. feel free to look up all these things we're saying at home and be like, oh yeah, I like that font.
Eleazar, throw up images of all these fonts as we Woodcut, Whimsy TT, Waverly, Vrinda, go.
No. Oh, Hope Gold. That's
Gold.
something I got from.
That's Homestuck.
No, well, yeah, it is a Homestuck looking. I forget where I think I got it from like a pack of fonts from what's itch.io.
Okay. I mean, whatever. Fucking. We don't really need to get that weird with it. For like letter from the editor page, a patron thank you page.
But now I'm thinking of like Prospect and Durst. We should have our own Prospect and Durst, and you're the Durst, I'm the Prospect, and that's how we slice the editor page in half.
Okay, sure, yeah,
but yeah,
let's just do that for no reason. Let's just do it.
What if there are two things and they had a line in the middle and they were different, just like that thing? Remember those images with the pony smiling and then angry on the other side? Or sad?
Sure. I can be your angle or your devil.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can only be done with two people.
True. We should lean into
who is the angle, who is the devil.
We should lean into the fact that there's two of us. That's like our bit. That's like our thing. Yeah. What's our gimmick? Well, there's two of them. Maybe on the submissions page.
Biblically accurate Gib. Sorry, so I was thinking angle and devil.
Biblically accurate Gib. I'm thinking about submissions, and I'm thinking, how are we just gonna have people like send an email? I want people to have to like click a box or something. Maybe we'll have a form. I think maybe we'll have like a form that you can fill out that's like your name, the name of your submission. I think I took some notes here. I wrote down some crap. Let me get my document. I wrote down some notes.
Can we make a specific email for it?
I think there should be a form, and you should have to include this filled out form with your submission. And it would just be things like, you agree that like, you own all the relevant copyrights to all the content you're submitting. You grant us permission to feature your content on, digitally and archive it. I think this. Let's see. Is there? Methods of contacting you. Just is the work already published on some other site? Include links to where it's published, if so.
Is it based? Is it cringe?
check a box. Check. Is it a Durst streamer or is it a Prospect dreamer? And I think that's
we can't
pretty
use
much
Durst
it.
or Prospect. We'll have to come up with our own names for these stupid things.
I want
Dunce and
Porpoise.
No, I can't think. Orbus.
Porpoise.
Porpoise.
Like a dolphin.
Yeah.
I just think we should this when you submit your thing, you should have to submit it along with a thing that's like, acknowledging I affirm that I am not stealing this content and it is mine to submit, and I the copyright holder am granting you permission to feature it in the thing, and it's my fault if this turns out to be stolen. It's not your fault. I assume all liabilities therein. So we'll probably just have like a link to a page on the website that has the form, and it's like download the form, fill it out, send us an email with the form attached. Set the email. We'll have include a certain something in the subject line that's like perfect comic party submission, name of submission, and that'll be how you submit. I feel like that's probably the easiest way to do it.
Sure.
Is
there like a Google Forms thing?
Oh.
That can like automate that instead of having them download an image?
Yeah, there probably is. Like Cheesy uses Google Forms to like do pre-orders.
Yeah, I think that would be
that's probably
make it a lot easier for everyone.
Yeah, I've never used that, but you're right. That probably would be easier. That's probably easier. Okay, well maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll do it like that. But we'll have a page being like, submit your comic. Maybe we'll feature it in the next issue. And that's pretty much it. And then maybe in the second issue onward, we will have another page for like, reader response, where like readers can like write us a letter or something, or write us an email, or maybe even just like add us on Twitter or something, and we respond to those. Feature a little Q&A page or something. And that'll be, but we don't have those for the first one. And like a link to like on the thank you page, be like, support us on Ko-Fi or Patreon and get your name featured in the thing. Yeah. What if all the submissions are bad? What if everything sucks?
Then we put a Red Man comic in its place.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If there's
we're not like guaranteeing people be on the comic. We are just sort of like, we are publishers now.
Yeah. You
must be good enough or we will smite you down.
Yeah.
But that's not like a nice thing to say. So we'll say
No. This is good. We should include that as a clause in the form. Like check the box, like you will be smote if your stuff is not good. I
like the idea of encouraging people to draw if they haven't tried to draw like a comic before and they just want to start, and that's like a good thing to like a good reason to try.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There will be possibility of destruction that comes with that.
I don't require that everything be like drawn by a professional draftsman. I don't require like everything be executed at the highest level.
No.
But I'd only feature something if I thought it was good and had some quality to it, some kind of hook to it, something to latch onto, to be like, oh, this is a good comic. It has such and such going for it. And if the submissions don't meet a certain level of that, then we just won't feature any stuff, and it'll just be you and me.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
We can have a thing as well. If we disagree on a submission, you don't like it, I do, or the other way around, we can have it as like a Gib pick or a Ben pick.
Sure.
So that the other is not
not liable. No blame. Okay. It's like Gib endorses this comic. Ben withholds his endorsements. I think we should. I'm thinking maybe like once a month, like after if we get into like a monthly release schedule, maybe once a month, like the PCP of that week is like, it's the Perfect Comic Party episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast where we talk about the content.
So wait, PCP episode something, PCP episode 1.
That's right. Correct. It's
nice.
It's the PCP. PCP.
It's the PCP. PCP. The
it's the Perfect Comic Party Pro. It's the Perfect Comic Party Procrastinators podcast. 1.
So PCP.
It's PC. It'll be PCP 356 PCP 1. Procrastinators podcast episode 356. Perfect Comic Party episode 1, and that'll be the subject line. And like cowboys or something,
Yeah. I like the idea of it being like episode 1 of a different podcast called the PCP. I don't know why that's so hard to say. I'm expecting it to be like PCP, but it's not. PCP, episode 1. And then in small writing, like Procrastinators podcast episode number, just so people know the number. But like, it's a different show. It's exactly the same show, and it looks like it's the same show, but it's about a comic.
Right.
The whole naming convention is fucked. It's funny.
I mean, it's still a podcast. It's just on this episode of the podcast, we will be discussing the comic, the comic. That's my idea. And then I thought, I don't know, if we feature certain artists, maybe we might have some of them as guests and like talk about their submissions. Maybe, I don't know. If if
It'll be
they're-
more of a themed episode,
yeah,
and that's good.
yeah.
Well,
But you know, good comics only, please. Good comics only. Okay. This is an
You don't know what
amateur
counts.
hour. This is an amateur hour, all right? This is serious
You-
business.
you, the viewer, listener, do not know what good comics means, so
No.
just submit anyway, and then
Yeah.
find out. Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
That's how you do life.
You'll know. You'll know. You will find out. Yeah, that's good. You're encouraged to fuck around. Okay, well, I don't know if I can get all of Beastcapades done this week, but maybe, and probably by next week, I feel like I can crank out another 12 pages.
12 pages. I mean,
like you said,
I guess it'll
Beastcapades
depend
isn't-
on.
It's not that hard to draw. It's mostly just thinking about stuff. It's fucking around with the layouts and just like getting it onto like a page, because I'm still kind of figuring out like how to arrange it in page format. I kind of miss the GIFs. I actually really miss the animated GIFs. There's like a bunch of panels so far that I'm like, I wish I could just animate this.
Do you think you would make it GIF version for your website?
Yeah. Some parts I might go back and GIFify them.
Do you think? All right, here's a suggestion, because I know how it feels to have to go back to something and you never get around to it. Do you think it would be better to make the GIF version while you're making it, so that the idea of how the motion goes then exists and can be put on your site whenever, and then you just take a still from it to put in the perfect comic party? Because when I feel like, oh yeah, I'll do that later for lots of things, but definitely with comics and stories, writing lore and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I'll elaborate on that later, or I'll do that later, and then I come back to it and I'm like, I don't really remember what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't make it now. It's gone.
Maybe you're right, but I kind of thought of that, and I thought, yeah, I sort of wish I could animate it, but like if I just have to accept, well, I can't. So I'll just do it in a static image and just make it the best static image I can. And part of me is like, I should come back and animate this later. But on the other, maybe I should just resist that urge and just accept that, like, you know what, this is a comic of static images now, so I'll just draw it as static images. And I can tell myself, oh, I'll come back and animate it later as cope, but maybe it's better to just accept that, like, this is the form it's in now.
But the GIFs were good.
They were good. Some of them were good. Yeah, I know, but like, is it worth the stress of having to be like, keep it in my head, I must come back to this, and I must.
Well, that's why I'm suggesting,
yeah,
like, take a little longer with it, and then maybe make less pages, but then get the GIFs ready. I think people would appreciate the GIFs and would be happy if you took the time to make them. I mean, I would.
I mean, I don't know, because it's like the people that read it in the Perfect Comic Party are not gonna then need to go to my website and read it on my website where they'll see the GIFs. They'll have already read it. So who is it for?
Well, it's. I mean, okay. Here's how it is, right? Bale Jape has GIFs.
Yeah.
If I make a physical print version of Bale Jape, which I probably will do at some point, I'll definitely do at some point, because now I can put it on Amazon. There's no hassle. But it's going to be static. I'm going to have to ungifify all these things.
Yeah. And
so the reading experience is going to be different reading it physically than it is on the internet. So there will be a reason to go to your website, even though they have the Perfect Comic Party, because it's a different experience. It's an additional layer to the images that they can't get on the PDF.
I I get what you're saying. I get that. Are you okay? What's your angle here? Is your angle that the comic is just better with GIFs? Because I don't disagree. I like the GIFs.
I mean, I think that for the fact that it needs to be a singular document, and you can't put GIFs into a PDF, then it's just like an unfortunate reality. If you could put GIFs in a PDF, I would say make GIFs and put them in the PDF.
Yeah.
You can't print a GIF, obviously. And those are like limitations. I don't think the Beastcapades needs to now be limited because of one publication when the original, as you were making it, is so cool with the GIFs. I don't think you need to to alter it permanently.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I kind of think that like if I'm publishing Beastcapades in the Perfect Comic Party as a PDF, I should make it for that format. I kind of feel like, yeah, some of these images might look nice with a little bit of animation, but it sort of feels like it's putting effort in some place that there's like little return.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that, like, it's more work, but like, I don't know. A lot of things are a lot of work. Phantom's Revenge was a huge amount of work, and that's really cool.
Yes,
but you can't put that video game in the book.
I know, but it wasn't made. Well, I tried to translate it as best as I could to the book, but it wasn't made for a book. It was made as a game. But if Beastcapades is made for a PDF, then it's made for a PDF, and maybe I feel like the thing to do is to be like, well, this is now a comic of static images. I'll make it out of static images. If I were to do the thing where I'll make static images for the thing, but then I'll GIFify them for the website. It's like I'm making two different comics. I mean, that's not entirely true. I just feel like why make it twice? If I can just make it once and put it in one place so people can just read it there. Otherwise I'm like splitting the audience. Yeah, sort of.
I don't think that was the thing. I don't think you're splitting the audience because people who read it in static form will be encouraged to go to your site to see it animated.
I think most people are only going to want to read it once. I don't think most people who are going to read it on the thing are going to be like, oh, let me go see how it looks animated. I think they're going to read it once so I feel like it should be in one place. And everyone's like, go here. This is where to read it. I don't know. It's. I mean, commenters, let me know what you think. There's one or two. Okay, in the old chapters of Beastcapades, seeing the shopkeepers behind their desk with a little like bobbling animation, I thought that was nice. I thought that was cute. There's a couple of scenes in the new ones where things are like sparkling, and a little like shimmering sparkling animation I think would have added a lot to it. But it doesn't like ruin it that it doesn't have those things. And
I guess it doesn't ruin it, but I'm gonna champion GIFifying or making GIFs first, and then static making, taking a screenshot, whatever, single frame. Because but yeah, I mean, my opinion now.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, yeah.
When you talk about like, there's one place to go to see the thing, I was always thinking about my comic in terms of like it can, like, it'll be on my website for free, so therefore there's no reason it can't be on every comic hosting site there is. I just haven't gotten around to all that. But the idea is to get as many eyeballs in many different places as possible to read it wherever they are, so that then I can funnel them towards maybe being interested in buying the volume, or following my social media so they can keep track of new ones. And so it's like
I think I see what you're getting at.
Large web, and then all coming towards me, so that then I can say, hey, did you like that comic you read on all those different websites, or like one of many different websites? You can buy it now, and then more customers potentially.
You're saying that even if it's in the PCP in a non-GIF form, if I have it in GIF form on my website, some people might check it out on my website as well, and that's a way to funnel an audience to my other stuff because they'll be on my website. I mean, that's true.
It's not about like as well. It's like some people will only find it from your website because they'll go to your website from watching a YouTube video, and they won't go to the PCP potentially, and they won't find the perfect comic party. Like there's no reason for it to be all over the place if it's online for free anyway.
I don't think a substantial amount of people are going to discover Beastcapades through my website. I just don't think that's going to happen.
But how do people discover your website? Like
through they find my website through my Twitter or my YouTube channel. Nobody finds me through my website.
No. What I mean is, they'll see your Mega Man lecture, they'll see you do stuff, they'll go to your website instead of going to the podcast. So if you're going to post it on your website anyway, in non-GIF form, that would be fine, I guess. I just like the GIFs.
I think maybe if I just rein it in a little bit and just do very specific GIFs for very, very particular scenes, just in moments when I think it's like most appropriate. It would just take just one every here and there. I mean, when I used to post it on Twitter, there was the limitation that I would normally post it in like 4 image sets because Twitter lets you post 4 images at a time, but I couldn't post 4 GIFs at a time. If I had a GIF, I could only post 1 GIF at a time. So it was kind of limited in that way. So already, like, most of the images were not GIFs. Most of them were PNGs. I'm thinking of 1 or 2 panels that I'm like, that could be a GIF. So yeah, I don't know, maybe. I just I really like to not create work for myself.
True. Nah. I'm only saying, I'm only sort of pressuring you is because you seemed like you liked the GIFs and you wanted to keep them.
I do like them. I think I was a little bit I think it was kind of part of the format of Beastcapades the first time is like it's sort of made to be that I can like simply like make these somewhat simple assets and put them together into an image and animate them lightly. And that was kind of like the mission statement of Beastcapades, although I don't know, it's not like key to the story or anything. It was just a format thing. If Beastcapades is in a PDF form, then, it has to lose that aspect, and that's mostly okay. There's trade-offs. There's trade-offs that come with it. And those trade-offs could be mitigated with extra effort of gififying them for my website. I mean, there's some audio elements to it that are gonna have to be on the website and will not be able to be heard in PDF form, obviously. So
like the jungle beats.
Like the jungle beats. I mean, I'm talking about the Song of Longing. You remember the Song of Longing?
I actually haven't reread Beastcapades in a while.
Well, there's a song that he attempts to sing and he fails. But
that's cute.
Yeah. So that'll come back at some point. So yeah, that's not gonna be, that's not PDF friendly. Our art is so hard and it's impossible actually.
May as well not do any.
You simply you simply can never fully actualize any artistic vision you will ever have in your entire life. Your entire life will be led giving into a series of trade-offs and compromises. True. Negotiating how much of this is reasonable to actually do, and is it still worth doing if that's all I can make happen? And you just gotta make those choices. You make those hard choices sometimes, and that's what I'm freaking doing. Life's hard. I feel real busy these days. I'm drawing and I'm streaming and like I'm lifting, and like every fucking day I've got shit to do.
That's good though. Better than having nothing going on.
It is better than having nothing going on, but I kind of sometimes I wish I just want to sleep. Just want to stay in bed all day.
You're allowed days like that. But it is good to be busy with stuff, because then I don't know, the mind likes to be occupied.
Yeah. It's true. It's true, but then I'm always like, every day I'm always
do you have like days off?
I could be doing one thing.
Do you have the days off? I purposefully do not work on a weekend. I do not allow myself to do work on a weekend, and that's allowed me to be like pretty fine with all the amount of stuff I do.
I mean, lifting is not like an all-day activity, so I mean, I don't really have any days. I don't have designated days off. I have days where I have no particular responsibility, and those are just the days that I'm supposed to draw on. I don't have designated. We've talked about this before. You give yourself designated days off. Yeah. I just feel like I should be drawing whenever I have anything else that I don't have to do.
I know, but that's entirely the problem. Because it's not designated, you could feel that stress at all times. You're maximizing stress potential. It's obviously bad for burnout and stuff.
Oh God. Yeah.
You should have a day and just say, that's my self-care day, and I'm just gonna do whatever I want. But no work, I guess, because you might want to work.
I mean,
you should resist the urge, genuinely.
Do you find that resisting the urge to work on your day off increases your motivation to get your work done on your days on?
Well, I think now that I'm I'm used to it, so it's like, it's not even a question. It's not like I wanted work, but like early on, it was like, but I could get work done. I feel that stress, that anxiety about like, I'm supposed to be enjoying myself and relaxing, but like this is a whole day, I could be doing something. And that sort of goes away after a while, after a routine is set. It does. As to answer your question, it does help. I mean,
I definitely waste days. I don't work every day. There are definitely days that I don't do any work, but they're not days that are designated to not work. They're days when I think I could work today, and maybe I will, but then I just never do it.
I think that having a day where you're not allowed to work goes a long way to waking up on a Monday and being like, all right, let's get some stuff done. That's so much easier for me now than it used to be. Even though sometimes I still just have like I can't fucking think of anything, and it's just nothing happens. It's still easier to wake up and be like, all right, let's have some breakfast, let's get a coffee, let's go, let's do something. I get a little bit done, even if it's not a lot. It's always like possible for that to happen.
Well, I mean, I guess it'd be like, I guess on my Saturdays, I don't really have... I lift on Saturdays, but other than that, I don't, like, do anything. There's nothing, like, I don't know. I have no particular thing that I, like, want to be doing on my day off. Other than just, like, fuck around. Just waste time.
fuck around, play a video game, play...
Yeah.
That, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you can have... If you get, like, obsessed with a game like Noita, if you have your designated no work day, it'll be like, well, I know what to do today. I want to play that game, so I'm going to play the game all day.
Yeah.
And so it's, like, easier to, like, slot that activity into that time slot, and then the work into the work time slot, so that you're not thinking about doing two things for the rest of the week.
I've been playing Rain World. Have you played Rain World?
Is that the one where you're like a little liquefied rabbit?
A slug cat, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't played it, but I've seen clips. It's very tough, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty tough, and it's very, like, it doesn't tell you what you need to do. You have to, like, figure out stuff through experimentation, and the world is very much, like, kind of doing its own thing, regardless of what you do. Like, there's an ecosystem of all these creatures, and the creatures just go around hunting on their own, and some of them will hunt you, and some of them will ignore you and just hunt each other and stuff. I'm about like 3 or 4 hours into it now, and I feel like that's not long enough to have really, like, figured it out. I'm getting a little bored of it. Everyone tells me it's really good and really deep and stuff, and I feel like maybe I'm just bad, but I'm starting to get bored because I'm just like, wake up, go out, hunt around. Oh, there are animals, avoid them, eat food. Maybe I'll get killed, and then it's like, okay, well, I didn't make any progress. Maybe I'll find a door that I can get through, and then it's like, okay, here's another ruined area. Oh, okay, I'll find a new place to sleep. Oh, that's my nest now. Okay, cool. And then repeat. And I don't know, I have yet to feel... I've found new areas. I have yet to feel like I've made any significant progress of any kind, other than moving to different places. And that's not a good feeling, and I don't like it. And I get that the game is, like, not holding my hand, but I'm really hungry. I'm really needing the game to give me some glimmer of, like, what am I doing here? What's the point? I get that I'm hunting my buddy, or my brother, or whatever he is. Just feels like no progress has been made. And I don't like that.
More like Lame World.
I'm getting a little fed up. I don't want to write it off. I want to keep giving it a chance, because I really like a lot of stuff about it. It's just not giving me anything. But maybe I need to keep at it a little longer. I feel like Tayo is always in my stream asking me, you played Rain World? You're playing Rain World? He's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be so mad that I said this. I'm not gonna give up. Not gonna give up.
You're not gonna
cool.
give up,
It's
just like
cool
I
game.
did with Inscription.
Ah, it's so good. You were getting there. There's secrets. There's secrets, Gib. You don't even know.
Baleful?
You don't understand.
Are they baleful, Ben?
Yeah, some of them are a little bit. Yeah, some are a little bit baleful.
Are they Bale Jape?
They are not. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, they should have been. I tried to play Noita the other day, and then I realized I have a save file going where I have, like, an all-powerful god build made. I have a wand that simultaneously teleports me and, for one frame, creates a giant black hole where I teleport to, and then deletes the black hole before it can do anything. So the wand, like rapid-fire machine gun, shoots out teleport spells that travel instantaneously, create a black, and so it deletes any matter that's in front of me. So I can just travel in a straight line through anything, through, like, a mountain, just dig right through it, and like it's not even there. It's pretty funny.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, but you know, I'm at that point, and I'm like, well, I pretty much built the ultimate wand. I could just go win the game, I guess, but it'd be such a shame to end the save file when I'm so powerful. So I, like, booted the game up, and then I remembered, oh wait, I have, like, a god mode run going. Never mind. Game's boring. Game sucks. Don't want to play it. Played Rain World instead. was like, cool game, but what am I doing here exactly? Gave up on it, stopped playing it. There's just nothing good
in the world
on Earth. Yeah, video games are the worst thing that anyone ever thought of.
What if you went outside?
That don't even get me started on going outside. You think video games are bad? Don't even freaking talk about that. Jesus.
There's so much to be found in nature. There are birds and rocks.
Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Me.
Stupid, annoying,
I like the nature. I like seeing the sunshine dance upon the leaves.
I'm shaking my head in shame and bemusement and confusion. We're just not gonna agree on this one.
We're not gonna make it.
We're NGMI. No, I hate outside.
There's COVID out there.
There is COVID out there. I'm surprised I haven't gotten COVID again. Well, actually, I'm not that surprised. The only place I would get it would be on the bus. But I haven't gotten it, so that's pretty good. I thought I was getting sick the other day, but I was fine. Didn't come down with anything.
I'm expecting a sickness. People were coughing. My dad was coughing, and he's saying, there's this thing going around, and I hadn't got anything yet, so I'm like, fuck, I'm the last one who's gonna get it.
I hope it's not COVID.
Probably not. Nobody's having a problem.
Yeah. Cases are quite low in my area right now, so I seem like I'm pretty unlikely to get it soon, even in the worst case scenario. So that's nice, I guess.
Well, Ben, if you don't like video games, if you don't like the outside, what about anime?
What about it?
What you want to watch some?
No.
Oh.
Why? Is there one in particular?
No. Well, I somebody asked me, I think it was Prince Isolation on my stream, asked me what my favorite anime was, and it seemed like just a genuine question. Yeah. And I'm like, I couldn't answer immediately. So I went today, I tried to figure out all the animes that I've seen, all of, or most of, which is not that many, and I put them in a tournament bracket, and I tried to figure out who is the best of my favorites as animes, which is my favorite anime. Here's an image of the tournament.
Yeah, I was gonna say, show me an... Monster? Okay.
So, what's your thoughts on these choices?
There's a bunch here I haven't seen. I have not seen Monster. I have seen a little bit of Inferno Cop. I've never seen Onegai Teacher. Never seen Revolutionary Girl Utina. Never seen Bleach. Never even heard of... Wait, Kenpu Denki Berserk? What is that? Is that like Berserk?
That's the Berserk from the 90s. It means like the Golden Age arc or whatever. Because the more recent one is just called Berserk, and it's the one that sucks.
I have not seen... Oh, the 3D one.
Yeah, 3D one. I guess there's another one as well. I don't know what that's called.
Never seen Hands Off Aizuken. Never seen Sangatsu no Lion.
Sangatsu no Lion is so good. You would like it because the guy is he's got glasses and he's sad.
That's all I need. Never seen. I've seen some of the Melikar of Haruhi Suzumiya. I've never seen Gundam War in the Pocket. I've seen all of. I've seen all of the rest. I think.
You've seen Space Runaway Ideon? There's a few in the second round that weren't in the first round.
Oh.
Death Note, Space
Lucky Star,
Runaway Ideon, Gurren Lagann, and Lucky Star.
No, I've never seen Space Runaway Ideon. I think I've seen all the rest. So am I reading this right? Did you say that Sangatsu no Lion is your favorite anime?
No, Berserk is my favorite. Sangatsu is very good, and it's second place. And then in the bronze, the third best is Karikano, the romance one.
Karikano is really good, and it's so Doesn't it just end? Like, it doesn't have an ending, right?
Yeah, it just sort of ends. I think
That
the
sucks.
manga goes on a bit longer, but it sort of also just ends. Can't remember if I read all of it.
You have not seen Samurai Champloo?
No, that's one of those ones I kept hearing about, and I just never go around to.
I think it's better than Cowboy Bebop, if I'm honest. If I'm honest with myself, I like it more. I mean, yeah, these are pretty good picks, I guess. I don't know. I don't really have. Okay, you thought Cowboy Bebop was better than Kill la Kill? Nah, I guess I'd agree with that.
It's
you
close.
Thought Cowboy Bebop.
A lot of these are close.
You thought Cowboy Bebop was better than Die Buster?
I know.
I love Die Buster. I'm a little bit of a Cowboy Bebop hater. Like, I don't like it as much as everyone else does. Like, I just think it's kind of good.
It's hard on reflection. There's so much about Cowboy Bebop that I like that is mostly vibes, rather than like, oh, this episode. So there are a few episodes that are just sort of like annoying.
I don't really vibe with it. I don't really love the vibe of Cowboy Bebop. I know. I feel like it's heresy, but I don't know.
It's cowboys in space. It's exactly those vibes combined in a very grounded sort of way. It's great.
The kind of like jazzy noir vibe is just not it's not super my cup of tea. I don't know. I think I like Champloo's vibe a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Gunbuster on here?
Oh,
Gunbuster do?
Gunbuster lost to One Piece, which is...
You fucking idiot. You fucking moron. Fuck you. God.
I was waiting for you to find that one.
One Piece beat Death Note? What's wrong with you?
Because I like, on reflection, all of the, like, One Piece has got a good anime, actually. It's actually very good.
It fucking doesn't. It's good in places. It's good in parts.
So, yes.
Holy
I think Death
shit.
Note really falls off after L's death. And it's just sort of like, fine.
Yeah, it does. Okay, but the first half of Death Note is like, I don't know. I mean, it's a good anime. It's obviously the manga is better, as it almost always is.
Yes, if this was a manga thing, it'll be different. It would be different, very different. Although I don't know, One Piece might. Sangatsu no Line also has a manga, and it's also very good.
Die Buster and Gunbuster for me would make it like all the way at least to the semifinals. For these. Wait a fucking second. Do you think Trigun is better than Fooly Cooly?
Oh no.
You're fucking cracked. You're fucking cracked in the coconut, alright?
I thought about it, and I'm like, Fooly Cooly is pretty cool. It's not like I didn't like anything. I think I like basically everything except, like, Pokemon and a lot of Bleach and Naruto are lame.
Yeah.
But, like, Fooly Cooly's great. Trigun, it edged it out. I don't know what to say.
Why?
I couldn't think of, like, a smart reason.
You just don't know.
I don't know.
You're just like, oh my god. Is it just because there's more of it?
No. I haven't even finished Trigun.
What the fuck?
I just really like the aesthetic.
I get that. I do like the aesthetic of Trigun. I'm with you on that. Trigun's a fucking mess. Like, the original Trigun show, like, it's a total mess.
Maybe,
the plot of it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's all aesthetic. and I don't know. Honestly,
Trigun does have a good aesthetic. I strongly agree, but so does Fooly Cooly.
So does Fooly Cooly. It's hard. I think the thing about Fooly Cooly was just that I was completely confused, and I need to rewatch it. And then I'll put it higher up.
Yeah, I mean, sure, true.
I watched it and I was like, huh? Oh, it's over.
Wait a minute, you think Neon Genesis Evangelion is better than Bleach? What the fuck? What are you... They don't even have a single giant sword in Neon Genesis Evangelion.
They do. They have like a.
They just have a big lance.
Yeah, it's basically a sword. It's basically a bankai, you know.
That's incorrect. It's not accurate.
What if Shinji was a Shinjigami?
Oh my god. What do you what would I don't know what I would do in that scenario. I've been like getting further and further from my microphone. I'm sorry if my voice has been getting quieter and quieter.
Well, you're screaming. You're screaming about anime, and it's.
I've just been leaning. Yeah, I gotta say I do. Now that you say, I do strongly disagree with a few of these matchups. I really don't know what is going on with you, dog.
Well, that's the reason I brought it into the show. Viewers at home, please seethe and cope and rage against me. Also, I
like that Kare Kano beats Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. Agree with that.
Yes.
Agree with that one.
Whereas Utena, I was annoyed that Utena went up against Gurren Lagann immediately because I really like Utena and it's stopped to the first round.
You think Eva beats Gurren Lagann? For me, Gurren Lagann beats Eva, no question. But I mean,
it's a little hard.
I understand why someone would like Eva better.
It's a different sort of feeling. Obviously Eva is very dark. Shinji's a little fuckboy, and he's life sucks. And I think, you know what? I was going through my head as I was doing this. I was like, I clearly have a preference for 4x3 like drawn on cell animated shows. Things that are like HD digitized stuff. I tend to not like the look of them so much, which is why Sangatsu no Line getting all the way to the finals is quite good. I really like that one.
I understand that aesthetic preference. I really do. I mean, okay.
I tried to rewatch Gurren Lagann not too long ago.
It's not like I don't understand what there is to like about these shows, even the ones that I don't think should have made it so far. I mean, pretty good. You know what I like about this list is that there's not too many items on it. It's comprehensible. If you'd seen like 40 anime, this list would be a nightmare. And I would have multiple different images, I suppose. There'll be like brackets. Yeah. It'll just be like, you know what's funny? I realized I had not seen a single Dragon Ball anime. I've only read the manga. Maybe I should make a tier, a thing like this, because I haven't seen that many anime.
Yeah, I would love to see.
I've probably seen more than you, but not by like that much.
I would love to see you do a tournament bracket anime thing.
How did you make a list of anime you've seen?
I googled tournament bracket generator, and this website came up, but it was really annoying because it asked me to sign up so that I can start the tournament.
I've used this website before. This tournament.
Yeah, I remember it not being quite as annoying the last time I used it. But yeah, you have to sign up now. I can't remember what website it was on, and I closed the tab.
But how did you come up with your anime list? Did you just think of them off the top of your head?
I thought of the ones I could think of, and then I went to my anime list, and I scrolled down the top most popular animes, and I was like, every so often I'd be like, oh, how did I forget Space Dandy? Got to put that on there. Things like that.
Yeah. I haven't really seen any like super obscure stuff other than like Garzy's Wing. You didn't put Garzy's Wing on here.
I don't think I actually watched the whole thing. You didn't
put Mad Bull on here.
Oh, Mad Bull. Yeah, we watched that. How much? Did we watch all of it?
We watched a couple episodes. I don't know how much of it there actually is.
Mad Bull. Mad Bull should be on this if it's like an OVA.
Which Plebe and Weeb episode? What Plebe and Weeb show did you watch?
I watched the K-On! Movie. This doesn't include animated anime movies, just OVAs and serialized TV.
Yeah, one of the ones that I would have to put on my list would be, I think it was called Planetarian, the show that I watched for that. Oh, I guess that's a good time to mention that I have made the Plebe and Weeb Blu-rays. I'm no longer selling them. They're free now. They're on my website. The files are downloadable. saintcomics.com/store.html. The ISO file is just up for download, and if you have a burner, you can download it, and you can burn your own Plebe and Weeb Blu-rays. If the power to the people, they're democratized now. Lol. Okay.
Yes. There are 4 episodes of Mad Bull, and I think we would have watched the whole thing. So I should have put Mad Bull. I forgot Mad Bull. That Mad Bull was great.
Yeah. Mad Bull was pretty good. It was pretty
It was a very hype thing.
I don't know if I would have liked it as much if we didn't watch it in a big room with people yelling
and getting drunk.
Yes,
definitely.
It definitely benefited from that.
But I think we were all like cynical at the beginning, like, is this like a really cheap shit thing? And
it kind of was.
It's pulpy. It's like really
very
like
pulpy. I would maybe say exploitative,
and like we really came to like it because it was insane, but then it became self-aware about how insane it was, and it just kept going. And it was like, oh, now we can like it normally. We're not laughing at it; we're laughing with it. Now that they have shown that they understand that this is like, it is silly, but like insane and cool. And Mad Bull himself is like the coolest guy.
He's so cool. He loves the ladies, just like me.
But isn't it it's like he's an American, and then the little guy is like a Japanese transfer or something.
Wait, does the show take place in like New York? Yeah. His I think it's in New York, and the main character is like a Japanese officer that's on like fucking exchange program or something.
Yeah.
see how the real cops do it in the NYPD.
ACAB includes Mad Bull, but you know what? I still support him.
He is a bastard, but he's a lovable bastard. He's just you love to hate him. What was this website you used to make this tournament?
Mad Bull moment. He could vor the little guy.
So big, Jesus. Tournament bracket generator.
Yeah.
Challenge? Is it
Challenge? Yes, that was the website.
All right, cool. Well, I won't make it now. But that will be fun. I will try and make one of those for the next episode.
Yeah, once I've finished Utena, I will be looking for a new, like, cool anime to watch that's...
Do you ever watch... Okay, should I include anime that I've seen, like, 2 episodes of?
I could have added so many to this if I'd included, like, 1 or 2 or 3 episodes.
I've seen, like, 2 episodes of... I've seen, like, 2 episodes of Mushishi. I don't know if I should include that one.
Oh, fuck, what's it called? Oh. No, I can't remember it. Munchie loves this. It's a CG anime with a guy wearing a red and white striped, like, full body something or other. And there's a little dog demon guy with a mask on a face.
Chainsaw Man.
No, not Chainsaw Man. It's like a kids show. It's like 3D animated, but like creepy looking. And it's kind of insane. Like,
are you talking about like Popey the Entertainer?
Popey, yes.
That's not an anime.
Nah, it's an anime.
That's not Japanese.
Isn't it?
No. That's like an Adult Swim original.
Popey the Performer is a series of 3D CG shorts produced for Kids Nation, one of the all anime satellite stations in Japan. Yeah, no, it's Japanese.
Oh, what the fuck?
Popey the Performer. The show is produced by husband and wife team Ryuji Masuda and Wakako Masuda.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Maybe it counts as an anime?
I would say it counts because it's an odd sort of thing, but like
it doesn't feel like an anime. It doesn't feel like it should count.
Well, I feel like it should count.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, I get it.
Okay, so Popey the Performer and Mad Bull. I'm gonna do like right now who wins. Oh no, that's too difficult. Ooh, Popey versus Mad Bull. Who will survive the battle?
I've actually seen I've probably seen a lot of like crappy anime. Like if I combed through Mal, I could probably remember a bunch of stuff that I like completely forgot that I watched once upon a time. Like Chobits. I've seen Chobits for some reason.
Yeah, Onegai Teacher was one of those like
Steel Angel Kurumi.
I learned about anime and I watched like Naruto on some site, and then I was like, oh, what's these other things? And I think Onegai teacher was one of them. And it was
Wait,
just,
have you never? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I've never seen Onegai.
I think it's just sort of like. Oh wait, no, I remember the guy. There's a teen boy. He wakes up from a
teen boy. Gotcha.
He wakes up from a coma, and he is a teenager on the inside, or something. No, I can't remember.
Detective Conan.
No. I read Detective Conan for a bit. There's something like waking up out of a coma and being like too old for all the people around you or something. I don't remember hating it.
That's how I feel every day when I wake up.
One day, Kei Kusanagi notices a strange glowing woman by the lake. What? He discovers that the woman is actually an alien officer from the Galaxy Federation. Hang on, this isn't the right thing. She's also his teacher, and in spite of the setback, he and his teacher gradually get to know each other. Romance blossoms. What? They get married? There's no way I watched this. Doesn't seem right.
Have you not seen Full Metal Alchemist?
No, there's 2 shows, and I didn't know which one to pick, because people say, oh, they're both good in their different ways, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I've only seen the old one. Okay, all right.
There's lots of like things I've heard about, and I'm like, oh, cool. Never.
Did you never watch Yu-Gi-Oh?
I caught like an episode here or there.
I actually watched...
I caught an episode of like Yu-Gi-Oh GX or like some Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
I actually watched a somewhat... I would probably have to include Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like GX or any of the sequel series, but the original series. I watched a bunch of it just because it was on. I'm getting distracted. If I let myself, I'll just make my list right now.
Oh, Ichigo Marino. She is, yeah, I remember now. It's the lolly character, but she's aged up mentally. She's young. She's not a kid, but she's 15 outside, and she's been in a coma for a long time, and her real age is 21. Wait, huh? Wait, how does this make sense? She resembles a 15-year-old, but her real age is 21. Her physical development was stunted due to standstills. In the same way they affected Kei. Standstill.
What the fuck is that?
You know, I guess I remember it making sense while I was watching.
Is that like a magic thing?
No, I think it was all... Well, the teacher's an alien. I don't remember that part. I guess it is magic.
My teacher is an alien. You mean the series of children's novels by Bruce Coville that I read when I was a little kid and that taught me to be a communist before I even realized it?
Yes!
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yes. Everyone should go read. We should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. We should make a new podcast where we just read My Teacher is an Alien. You know the Animorphin Time guys. It was Tyler, who was a big Animorphs fan, making Nate read Animorphs for the first time. I should do that to you. I should make you read My Teacher's an Alien for the first time. These like 3rd grade reading level children's novels. And be like, yeah. Isn't Broxholm based? And you'll be like, yes. And I'll say, thanks.
Yes.
There's Broxholm, Creeblum. There was the blue one. And I think that's it. I think there were just 3 aliens.
I may have also watched Onegai Twins. I thought it was maybe part of the same series. Might be. But it's like a different guy.
So anime movies don't count. Like Paprika doesn't count. Millennium Actress does not count.
No, I mean...
Perfect Blue.
They count in like my anime list. People would say, oh, what's your favorite anime? And they say Spirited Away. And like it's something about it feels wrong. Just because like I associate it with like a serialized, long-running, or otherwise multi-episode little thing.
Okay. I won't. Yeah, no. If I included movies, there would be like a lot more.
Yeah.
And how do you compare Spirited Away to like
Inferno Cop?
To Inferno Cop. You know what I watched like this past week in a call in RFCK? I watched Porco Rosso for the first time.
Yo, that's a great one.
That one, it was great. It was awesome. It might be my new favorite Ghibli. My old one was Kiki's Delivery Service, but Porco Rosso might be better. It was so good. It was awesome. It ruled.
I love how he's a piggy.
Cannot recommend it enough.
He's a piggy.
Did he? Hey, okay. So I'm not supposed to understand why he's a pig, right?
I think it is it's not like it's only we can see it. People do refer to him as a pig. I think.
Yeah, the girl asks him, "Why are you a pig?"
Yeah, I think it's a thematic reason. Something pig. I don't actually know why.
Something pig, yeah.
But I think if you analyzed it, you could come up with a good, theory as to why.
Well, when she asks him why he's a pig, he says, basically he tells that story about how his whole squadron was shot down, and he should have died. He had a near-death experience where he saw his whole squadron go to heaven, basically, and he was like on his way to heaven, or maybe hell. But then, like, God sent him back. And I guess he was a pig after that? I guess is what I'm supposed to take away from that?
I love that scene, by the way, of them rising up through the clouds.
Yeah.
So
I just kept wanting him to reach down and scoop up some of the cloud, like, liquid that he's, like, floating on in his plane. It was, like, right there. It's like, just scoop up some in your hand. Yeah, it was a good scene, but Is it like a joke about pigs fly? Is that it?
I mean, if it is a joke, it would be a Japanese joke, so it might be something that doesn't make sense in English.
I wonder if they have that expression in Japanese. It's something about like almost going to heaven but being turned away turned him into a pig.
Maybe like
and then okay,
like he feels like he's not good enough to be alive. And like God has rejected him, like he should have died with his people. He said self-loathing. I'm a pig. Like it's sort of something like that.
He said all the good ones died.
Yeah, and like maybe God would reject you if you're like a little beastling, a little pig guy, and so he sees himself like that, and it's manifested physically.
Literally, just the plot of that Bones in the Ocean song. Same story. It was like a shanty. It's not a real shanty. It's a modern.
It's a shanty.
It's a shanty. It's a modern band made it in the style of an old shanty, so it's not like a genuine workers song. But it's the same. The plot is a guy like has like survivor's guilt basically over the fact that his whole crew drowned and he was the only survivor. There's this scene, okay, at the end credits though, they show all those like drawings of a whole squad of pigs. And I think I wonder if that's his crew in heaven. That's the only thing I can think of, is that when you go to heaven you become a pig, and he went but was turned away and he became a pig, but he didn't go to heaven, and now he's a heaven pig on earth.
Like the idea that he sees himself as like a worthless guy who, he's not one of the good ones. He should have died then. He sees himself as a pig. It's like on the face of it derogatory. But then it turns out God loves pigs more than anyone else.
I kind of feel, yes, that's kind of what is that it's some sort of like weird like heaven blessing. Yeah. Is that his brush with heaven turned him...
So he's like, he comes back, this is what an angel looks like. He came back with an angelic glow, and he doesn't realize it.
That's what I think. And I might be reading too much into the like... I feel like the drawings at the end of like the whole, like everyone's a pig, that might just be like concept art that they use, and they didn't mean for you to like read into it that much. But like reading into it is like, who are these people? And the only thing, they show a whole squad of pilots, and they're all pigs. Like, is this his squadron? And that's the only thing I can think of. Or unless it's like, no, that's the only thing that makes sense. I discount that as like not canon, or what else could it be? That's my interpretation. It's very smart. Thank you. Good movie though. And now I understand. You remember Mr. Boop?
Yes. Did he do a Porco Rosso thing?
Yeah, the Gina from Porco Rosso is like his ex-girlfriend. And when he's like, and when he's I think it's when Mr. Boop, or it's when Betty gets kidnapped by her dad, Mr. Boop. He like goes to see his ex-girlfriend Gina from Porco Rosso, and is like, I don't know what to do about my marriage. And she's like, if you love her, you got to go after her, Alec. And he's like, yeah, thanks, Gino from Porco Rosso. It's too bad our relationship didn't work out because you don't like having orgies and I love having orgies. And she's like, yeah, haha, okay, bye.
Hey, good old Mr. Boop.
And I was like, now I get it. Now I get who Gino from Porco Rosso is. She's a nice lady.
She is a nice lady.
She is a nice lady.
A little weird World War II speakeasy sort of place.
Is she like a server or like a singer or something?
Singer?
I don't remember. I think she was a singer. I wasn't sure if Porco is supposed to be like an old guy, but I don't think he's not like that old. I think he's like 30 or something, because like he's a World War I pilot, and this is like the interim in between World War I and World War II. So like it hasn't actually been that long since World War I. At first, when the movie began, I thought he was supposed to be like an old guy, but no, he's just a somewhat old guy.
His little mustache is
he looks old.
black.
Being a pig really puts years on in photographs, on film. It has that effect.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad anyway, I just wanted to talk about how good Porco Rosso is. Just the exuberant joy of flying really comes through, and Porco is just a very fun and funny and likable dude, and just the vibe of the film is immaculate.
Yes,
And,
I always loved the way it's. I mean the vistas and the shots of the clouds, casting shadows on the ocean, flying through that. Like that's real shit. That's what I like to see in real life.
Yeah, the vistas, and just how like you're always seeing just like people in town just like going about their lives and doing stuff, and like the whole team working on the plane. It's just like, what a nice time everybody's having.
Yes,
just great. Yeah. Well, I won't put that on my tournament list because it is a film, but it was good. Okay. I have another thing to say about this week, and it's another horrifying, terrible nightmare. So there was like an April Fool's video from Gino Samuel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do you know about this? Did you see this?
No, I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah, well, they recently got to the part where I have the conversation with Chris on Twitch about the merge and stuff. And I guess the April Fool's video includes like an AI-generated conversation between me and Chris. And I guess it ends with like Chris gets the good, it's like good ending. And I didn't watch it. I just heard secondhand. But apparently good ending is like fully transitions, gets bottom surgery, goes on to become a fully realized woman in the big city, leading a prosperous life or whatever. And it's whatever. they AI'd me is the point. The AI convoed me over on Gino, and that's fine. I guess it's fine.
Hey.
It's fine.
That's the worst part.
No, it's okay. Everyone told me someone told me that it's obviously a joke. Like nobody's gonna watch this.
No. Yeah, I mean, I think it just sucks that like people who have interacted with Chris Chan are gonna be part of those 3,000-hour documentaries on YouTube.
It does make me look a little askance that like. Yeah, Gino, it seems like he'll just read any series of tweets that like anyone had at any point with Chris, and like that's a video. Like that's it goes in the documentary. Really,
how on earth could
really feels like scraping the bottom of the barrel for like relevant content.
How is that the big playlists that Gino Samuel?
I guess it's like 70 episodes now.
70. How is there like a thing you can do to see how long a playlist is?
I think it says if you click on the playlist and it opens it up in its own window, like the playlist list on the right side should have the number of videos in it.
But I mean, like the watch time. Like, how long have people been watching this for? How many hours of their own lives have they wasted?
I mean, by that metric, lots of things have wasted huge amounts of.
Yeah, but like the Chris Chan documentary does not, like, you could tell that story so much more succinctly. Like, it's so bloated, whatever is going on there.
It's bloated. I get it. I get that, like, you can continue to make content, so why not just continue to make content? And I get that, like, people just want stuff to listen to. I get it. But it really does feel like scraping the bottom of the barrel. Like, there's not actually 70 episodes worth of, like, explanation required to understand this. We're just kind of rolling in the slop now. We're just kind of reveling in the same old shit. Which is okay. I'm not judging anyone. I don't even begrudge it. I mean, I get it. I get the appeal from both the creator's perspective and the audience perspective of, pretty repetitive, not particularly edifying. We're not actually going to learn anything from this. Whatever. We're just here to waste time. That's fine.
Well, yeah, that style of content, I guess. It's just the fact that it's like, it sort of betrays the real reason people, like, think about Chris Chan all the time is not to answer questions like, wow, I wonder what's going on there, and then they need a explained video. It's just to, like, revel in the slop forever. Mm-hmm. That playlist will never end, I don't think. People will want to just think about how much Chris is cringe over and over again for the rest of their lives, and it's gross.
The fact that it's made it to 70 episodes, tells me that there's pretty much no bottom to, like, how irrelevant something has to be in order to, like, be included. I guess he's going in, like, roughly chronological order, so I feel like it has to run out at some point.
I mean, when they get to the trial. Or the incarceration.
Oh, she's out. She's free. Did you know that?
I think that was mentioned last episode.
Oh, sorry.
I think so. I can't remember.
It all runs together. Yeah, okay. I got a little boost to my Chris Chan videos because she was in the news, on Twitter a bit, because she's fucking been bailed out. No word on, like, what she's doing, or I don't think there's been any further details about it. I mean, I'm kind of curious, like, who bailed her out? Where is she? I'd like to know. But we'll probably won't know until she gets back on Twitter or something, if that even happens.
I've soured on it. I was curious when I heard about Sonichu for the first time. It's like, wow, this comic sucks. What the fuck? But I always felt like
it really does.
I always felt like it was kind of like, endearing in a way that somebody has this little idea and they just keep drawing a comic, and I'm like, that reminds me of when I was like 5.
Yeah,
I like that. But then it became so much more horrible over time.
I like the outsider art aspect of it. I like to think about, like, it's interesting to read this comic and be like, this comic is so weird, and then to understand, like, what the thought process was behind why the comic is this way. It's like, well, that's interesting. And that's why, my videos about it are about the comic, and, like, they reference the author and they talk about what was going on with her at the time. But that's not, you can't avoid talking about that. But that's not, like, the focus.
No, the focus is clearly. Yeah, you're talking about your thing.
No, but you're saying, the focus of, like, on her personally. I mean, I'm just curious because, like, where she is now, because, like, the bad thing is that, like, did a troll bail her out? Is some troll, like, holding her hostage or something? It's possible. I think it might be more likely that some relative might have bailed her out. I don't know. I'm genuinely I'm shocked that she was bailed out on the charges. I'm shocked that, like, that was apparently not supposed to be an option, but somehow it became one. and it's very strange. And it doesn't seem like that should be the case. It seems dangerous. It seems like a dangerous situation.
I don't know. I feel like I don't care.
All right. I get you.
It's just like the only reason we're hearing about any of this is because of the status of Chris Chan as a public figure that everyone's paying attention to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been this. We like the comic, and if Chris Chan wasn't well known, this may have happened anyway, and it would have been like a small article, and we'd never have heard about anything, and this all could have happened the exact same way, and we just would not be none the wiser. And I think that's just doesn't need to be looked at, honestly.
I guess you got a point. Well, I mean, I'm not looking into it, but I assume that someone will tell me. Like, people just messaged me to be like, "Did you hear?
Yeah.
Did you hear Chris Chan was bailed out?" And I was like, "No." Wow. Damn. Uh-oh. So I'm sure
bailed back in.
Did you hear she was bail japed?
Ah!
Now you're interested.
No, I'm not interested. I'm horrified.
Yeah.
To be bail japed is to be put in a prison surrounded by lava.
That's probably what should have been done. But I just, people said Gino Samuel AI'd me, and I was like, okay, all right, fine. Just have your way with me then. If you do what you must. It's fine. It seems like there was no the particular mockery or humiliation perpetrated, so can't really complain. And that's all I had to say about my week. Really, that's the end of my list of things.
All right, I think I had something else to say, but I forgot it.
Uh-oh.
I was talking about anime. Oh, my book.
Uh-oh.
My Clarissa Gunsmoke.
I got mine. Mine arrived during the stream. I think it was during the draw stream, and you were there in the chat, and I said I found it in a box on my counter in the front hall. I have it right here. I can see it right now. It's on my table.
Have you read it? Have you read the new chapter?
Wait, the new chapter?
Yeah, it's got the first 4 chapters in. That's the idea, is that you can see.
I thought
the 4th chapter if you pay early. That was my release schedule.
I didn't realize there was new content in the book.
I wonder how many people didn't realize.
I didn't realize that. Okay, well, I'll have to read it now. Okay.
Yeah, it's the way I'm gonna do things going forward is gonna be like, I'll make the chapter, post it on Amazon, PDF, Ko-fi, so people can pay for the privilege to see it first. And also, that's just nice. Thank you. And then it'll come out on the Perfect Comic Party, and then it'll come out on my website. So it'll be like staggered release.
Okay.
That's the way I want to do things. Oh, also my Patreon, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work. I want to give them something for it. But I don't know if I want to just give them the chapter. Maybe like they get it before my website or something. Anyway, I got some new orders today. Just I refreshed. I got 2 more.
Based.
Total orders 33 books. I got 4 books today.
I hope they continue to trickle in.
I got a new one from Canada. So Canadians gonna get a print Clarissa Gunsmoke.
Uh-oh.
We got United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Germany, Japan, and Canada. That's 6 countries that my book is in. It's so cool and so easy.
I know. Did I complain on here that Amazon doesn't let me print in landscape format?
I don't know if you mentioned it. I remember you saying that somewhere.
I might have said it in the stream, or I might have just messaged you about it, because I looked into the Amazon printing, and printing my book would cost, it would be about $19 to $20 just like to print and ship it, which is like, that saves me money if I only printed a certain amount. If I printed enough, it would eventually become cheaper than that for me to ship to America, but not to ship abroad. It would never become cheaper than that to ship abroad. But so there's like a potential monetary benefit there to using the Amazon, and of course the fact that it's just easier. But they don't give me that much freedom in terms of choosing like book size, so that I can't print in the size and landscape configuration that I wanted. And there's a couple other little niggling issues too, like the fact that they don't let me print on the inside cover, which is, I mean, it's not that big a deal, but like, you know, the other company will let me print on the inside cover.
The back cover of the thing is
the interior side of the cover is just, you know, in mine, that's where I put like, you know, copyright information and like a little bit of credits stuff, and you know, it just looks nice. It looks nice because Slime and Punishment, like the pages are black, like everything is black, and it's like colored print on black background. So, you know, it just looks nice to have the inside cover black as well. I can't do that on Amazon.
I see. Yes.
I guess that's just because I'm very like particular with how I set this book up.
The Amazon is like, it's quality to a point. I don't think you can really do like bespoke luxury goods in terms of print on demand.
Yeah,
you can make books honestly that are printed somewhere else and then sell them through Amazon. I think
if I didn't,
easy.
If my book were a little more normal looking, I think I probably might do it, like for the Vapors or something. Like if I ever made like maybe a Vapors volume, you know, maybe
put them all
I would
together.
Yeah. Because that I wouldn't care about, like printing on the inside cover or landscape orientation or whatever.
I think I may have already mentioned this, but I can't wait. I can't wait to be able to make a volume in the same shape as all the manga volumes. If I have enough pages of like Clarissa, probably Clarissa at the end, like I'll just have a little tiny baby version. If you want a tiny baby manga version of Clarissa Gunsmoke, I want to make that. Because I just want to have that. I just want to have like it with the low quality paper as well.
Isn't it just the same but smaller?
It would be the same but smaller. No, well, it would be not just volume 1. I would do like all the volumes, like the whole Clarissa, all the chapters together.
If you made like an omnibus, you would just make it small.
Well, I would probably make like a large one, or the one that's the same size as like the other ones. But then I just really want a small one.
You like the idea of a manga size? That's funny. Yeah. I get it. Why not? Yeah, maybe some people would prefer it in manga size.
Yeah, and the fun thing about that is that I can just put it on Amazon for no, like I don't have to pay a commission for it to be listed. I just put it up there. So even if nobody buys that one, I can buy it and I can have it, and it's like it's for me.
Okay, I get you, dog. Yeah, why not? Why not have it in multiple sizes?
It'd also be very cheap because, like the manga volumes, they use that slightly lower grade, like cream paper instead of white paper. So it'd be like a little rougher, and it'd be like a little, I don't know, nostalgic, I guess. I've got like manga volumes from years and years and years ago of like Dragon Ball, and I'm like, the ink's fading. This is so cool. This is like an ancient tome.
The pages they're all dog-eared and falling out. Like, but that's just the authentic manga experience.
They're all going like crusty brown-ish, sun-baked a little bit.
More like sun-based.
How hot?
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I have been sort of using my Kindle management thing.
Link in the description to buy Gibbs' book Clarissa Gunsmoke Volume 1. Get a copy.
And if you don't, if you can't afford or you don't want a physical version, you can go to the Ko-Fi.
Right.
I also have, if you go to gibbontake.site, there's like links for both versions.
I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I have like a drawer that I keep a bunch of like comics that I've purchased from people's Kickstarters and stuff. So I'll probably put it with those, along with my Problem Sleuth volumes, etc.
Yes, when I make a Bale Jape book, I'm also gonna make it similar size to Problem Sleuth. And even if nobody buys that, it's like, I mean, it's a lot of work to make it into a book. So I hope people buy it when I do that. But
it's like having. I finished organizing the book version of Slime and Punishment, and like I still don't feel like I'm done. I'm still thinking like maybe I should shrink it a little more. Like maybe I should maybe I should add a couple more like pieces of like fan art in the index that I forgot to include. Maybe I could shrink the text more and squeeze it into fewer pages. It's literally harder than drawing the panels. It's just putting the panels on the page is the actual hard part. And that's why Beastcapades is hard, even though I draw it like a fucking baby scribbling. It's because the scribbling is the easy part.
yeah, I reference the Homestuck volume and the Problem Sleuth volumes I have a lot to figure out when I was doing the pages. I have like a Photoshop document of like Bale Jape in book form, but I'll need to check with Amazon what the sizes are, so I'll have to move everything around probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it's exciting though. I love books. I love physical media.
I feel, I had to put my printing aside for a moment for the Slime and Punishment to get the perfect comic party set up, but that's okay. Beastcapades is important too. And now that I'm back in the swing of it, I'm glad that I did. But I'm excited for my book as well. That'll be pretty cool. Maybe it'll sell 1 million copies. Maybe I'll make $100,000 on Kickstarter. Ooh.
Oh my god!
And then maybe I'll finally like the face that I see in the mirror. Nah.
You'll be able to plate it gold. Gold
Hey.
face.
Hey guys, notice anything different about me? Hey Homa, you're the biggest man in the world now. And you played it in gold. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember that iconic Simpsons scene? Great,
yes,
great stuff.
he first says like, I don't know, Homer, you got a new haircut? Look closer, Lenny.
Oh yeah. You're the biggest man in the world. Because you got lots of money and now you're huge.
I have food now. There was food given to me.
That's great.
So I will make noises with my mouth. I will mute myself a bit. I don't really have anything else to talk about for this.
Yeah, I think maybe we could go to voicemails.
Okay.
But let me go to the bathroom real quick.
Alright.
I'm gonna take a hiatus. Alright. I'm back. You there?
Mm-hmm. I am still here.
You're still here. Alright, well hey, we're down. Depending on how long these voicemails take, we're on track for an under 3-hour episode, if you can even believe such a thing.
You know what? That'd be great.
That's horrifying. I can't I don't even know. Our audience will riot.
Audience.
And we will feast. We will feast on all the free time that we've saved for ourselves.
Yes. I need that. I need so much free time. No more 7-hour episodes, please.
Translate it literally translates directly into like more Beastcapades done.
Yeah, more Beastcapades,
that's
more
what
Clarissa.
I'm gonna do. Yeah. All right.
More healthy, hearty, happy hosts.
And you want that, don't you?
No, they want us to suffer. That's why they watch.
All right, first voicemail.
Oh, hang on. Gotta open up Speak Pipe.
Okay. Well, the first one is just a Twitter meme. Say the line, Luffy. Kaizoku o ni ore wa naru. What does that mean?
I'm gonna be the Pirate King, probably. Kaizoku is the Pirate King.
Yeah.
Or does it mean pirates? Kaizoku is pirate.
I feel like the funniest part of this meme is the fact that Luffy's iconic like bursting out of the barrel like is posed in the same way as all the kids in the classroom. That's the only thing that saves this meme.
The fact that they're asking him to say the line and he's just happy to do so, and he's happy and everyone's happy.
I love to say the line. Next one is
sorry, no good voicemails this week either.
Who is this? Is it a postman?
Could this be the voicemailer? Is this a self-portrait?
Maybe. What hat is that? Who wears a hat like that? No, we'll see. No, we'll get some good ones. No. We're gonna make it. Next one is
write a tweet in the style of @dril about Ben Saint.
I asked Ben Saint what his favorite color was, and he said the void. This man is a walking black hole, and I mean that in the best way possible. #blessed. #Ben Saint.
That's
the
good.
Void. Yes, I'm into it.
This man is a walking black hole. I mean that in the
I have no idea what that means.
It's pretty drill-like.
Kinda, yeah, a little bit.
It's a little uncharacteristic of Drill to be so positive about someone.
Yes, it's also like a little bit too coherent. It's just a little bit too like spelled correctly and like sounds normal. But #blessed, #Ben Saint. Yeah, true. Other than that, true. Okay, next one is called Mad from carssuck@gmail.com. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, so y'all are always like, oh, post food, post sleep, can't wait to change my body to robotics stuff. Are you guys post car too? Because a lot of younglings of my age like have no interest in owning a car and stuff. Like, I hate traveling too. I'm never traveling again. Fuck you, Mom! I'm never going on a 16-hour trip.
I have no interest in cars either. Again.
Yeah, I hate cars. I'm happy to. That's literally why I live in Boston, is so I don't need a car because I can just take the bus everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I like living in London as well. It's like, there's buses everywhere. There's trains like so far into London and beyond. It's like such a hub of going to places.
Like literally almost, I mean, not every day, but like most days I hear, not the roommate that knows my videos, but two of my other roommates, I hear one of them come upstairs and knock on the other one's door and be like, hey man, can you move your car so I can pull out? And it's like, I would kill myself. I couldn't deal with that imagine. It's like one of them has to move their car for the other guy, or the other guy has to move it for the one guy. They're big and cumbersome. They're expensive. So if something happens to them, it's really bad. You have to pay insurance just to own them. You have to pay more money just to operate them in gas. You have to get them in for repairs every now and then. I can't even be bothered to get my human body in for repairs as often as it needs. Yeah. I don't need a freaking mechanical thing dragging me down even more. I literally hate cars. I hate them. I'm so grateful that I don't have to be fucking yoked with one. I feel sorry for anyone that does.
And if I want to like feel the experience of driving, I can just play a video game that does that. And I can drive off a cliff. You can't do that in real life.
That's what I would do if I were a dirty, filthy car owner.
I would drive up a mountain, and like in GTA, and I would jump out of the I would drive off cliff, jump out of the door, and I would get my parachute, my bazooka.
When I was at Astro Camp, the drive up the mountain to Astro Camp, I mean, some parts of it had guardrails on it, some did not, and like. Some parts you were kind of close. Like the road went kind of close to an edge that like you would die. You would go over the edge and you would fall a long way and die. And it was really scary. That's not really the car's fault, but I'm going to blame the car for that anyway.
I do like the experience of being driven sometimes, like on a cool
I don't.
like country trail that you couldn't reasonably walk to, and there's no trains. Like when infrastructure falls away, it is nice to have a little bit of a car moment, but like not like you don't need them in the city. We don't need motorways as much as we think we do.
I don't really like the car moment. I don't really like the experience of being in a car with people. Honestly,
I guess
driving by myself is like, it's okay. I've done it before, and it's not that bad, other than the fact that driving is dangerous, and I feel like I'm extending my potential life expectancy by avoiding it as much as possible. The experience of driving by myself, okay. The experience of being in a car with people, I don't like it. It's awkward.
I would agree. I think it's just the sort of like the independence you have with a car to go to various locations is cool.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's so... Like, people who own cars don't all go on cool road trips off-road to amazing places. They usually just have a car and then they use it
to go to the store.
Like, to go into normal places.
Yeah.
It's a waste. If you get a car, you should have an adventure. You should not replace your... Like, use it as a replacement for a bus. Because bus is easy. You just get on. And then you get off.
I get my groceries delivered, and that costs me more than buying groceries regular. I guess theoretically I could save money on groceries if I drove to the store and bought them myself, but then I'd have to pay for car insurance and gas to do it. It would probably, like, not even make up the difference.
I think if you're in a car, you should go on, like, you could go on a magical adventure. I think that's the only reason you should have a car. You should go on a fucking Jeep drive through the Sahara Desert. Or not the Sahara Desert, the savannah, African savannah, and see the lions.
I feel like there are other kinds of magical adventure that I could do carless, and I think I would probably pick one of those.
Oh yeah,
first.
I mean, there's lots of adventures you could
choice.
do. But if you had a car, that's the morally correct way to have.
That's what justify it for you.
If they used it for that, if they said they were going to do that and they just never did, then it's like,
oh yeah,
oh well, you're wasting a lot of money.
Betrayal. Okay, I guess we're pretty much on the same page.
Yep.
Fuck cars.
Fuck cars. Oh.
Fuck cars. Fuck, and fuck you, listener. Next one is from Prince Isolation. It's an image. Sorry, Pinky, but I just don't get what's so darn funny about a farm supply store. What does it matter what the previous owner was called?
Oh, is that the Chuck Suck and Fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Sneed's Feed and Seed?
Whoopsie.
I saw a Chat GPT failing to explain why Sneed's Feed and Seed joke is funny. That was pretty good. Okay, next one is from Prince Isolation. Okay, so this is me.
What's you saying?
Oh, I get it. I was asking people in my Discord, like, how. I asked you the same thing about, like, shipping to the UK, because I thought it might save money to have the books shipped to a country or to the EU or to South America, and then have a guy or somebody in that region who would then send the individual ones for me, and maybe I could just pay someone to do that. So I was asking around in my Discord, and then, okay. So, here I am.
You're in Chile, right? I got a question for you. How much would it cost you to mail a 1 kilogram package from where you are to someone in another country in South America? I asked Eleazar, I said it would cost him like $50, plus from Argentina, which is insane. I guess anyone in South America could theoretically answer this question.
We've got the... I'm making drugs.
Yeah. What's it? Gustavo Fring is from Chile, I think.
Is that right? I don't remember. Well, here I am making drugs with Slime Gus and Slime Jesse and Slime Walt, and they're jealous. And this is what my room actually looks like, pouring like liquids into beakers that are glowing. Oh, one of those beakers that had the alcohol solution of the glowing quinine that I had extracted from the that I had extracted from the diet tonic. One of the alcohol eventually evaporated off, and it started growing mold.
Ooh.
So that I need to get rid of that. I just noticed that yesterday. I was like, damn it. But I gotta examine it under the black light. I wonder if the mold would glow. Probably not. There'd probably be like a layer of the glowing stuff underneath it, and then the mold is just like on top of it.
Is this slime to be... What was the slime for? Was that to put on your teeth? Or was it like the stuff you were going to put in the bottles?
The original idea was that I was going to cook it down into something that I could paint my teeth with to make them glow. That is like not... There's such simpler ways of doing that. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Now I was just like, cook it down to just see what happens. And turns out what happens is mold starts to grow on it when you let it just sit until the alcohol evaporates. Yep. Now I know. Next one is another image. It's an album.
I love images.
Oh, wait. That one had an audio with it. I forgot.
Oh.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, this is the most shy drawing I've ever done, but I just needed to get the thought out there. Okay?
It's fine.
I am not sorry.
It's a good drawing, Prince. Next one is an album. Let's see. No. Ben Saint supports con-saint-uals. You do, actually. It's not for me to have sex with someone. It's two other people. You do. This is exactly...
It's exactly what happens.
It's exactly how I would act in that situation, yeah. I would think, let's intervene and fix this problem. We got a problem here, and I got the solution.
Something funny just about because these two people, they're lying down on the bed, but you're standing straight up, next to the bed.
I just walked past them. You do, actually. Actually, I think, Thank you for that. Next one is called Pretty Good at ilovecardgames@gmail.com. 3, 2, 1, go.
You two are probably already occupied with games like Fire Emblem and Mega Man.
Mm-hmm.
But if anyone wants to ruin their own life, check out Monster Train.
No.
Monster Train?
No. I've already got a bunch of bad games that I don't like. Even aside the ones that I'm contractually obligated to play.
Monster Train. It's got the color red and blue.
Is that a problem?
Well, it just sort of is the main thing that every video game looks like on the cover. Oh, this one's a better image. My first impression is, it's Hearthstone, and it's also generic in other ways.
It does look generic. It does look like Hearthstone. I mean, I know a lot of people use the orange and blue, like, whatever.
I'll never use orange and blue, ever.
This is a terrible voicemail. Just like, hey, have you heard of this game? One, no. And you didn't even tell me why I should care about it. Why even...
Ruin your life.
This is an awful voicemail. It's a waste of my time. Next one is called... Well, it's a YouTube link. I said...
Yeah, you missed one. There's another image.
Wait, did I? Oh, yeah.
This is me.
Let's look at it, I guess.
It's Gibbontake circa 2015.
Oh.
And no, not the pretty dress. I guess in my Coco Pommel Gibbontake review, where I had a little of something guesting, I think. They did the art. And there was a joke about a pretty dress, and I said, no. Well, now, yes. Yeah, I get it.
This is just like the end of The Witch, when the devil asks, would you like a pretty dress? Wouldst thou like a pretty dress? Wouldst thou like the taste of butter? Wouldst thou like to see the world? I think that's what he had.
Yes to all three.
Yes, please. I love butter. I do.
I wonder how many other things like that there are, of me saying, no, I would never be a female.
I don't remember that video in particular, but...
I would never want to wear lipstick.
True! Okay, next one is...
It's a YouTube link.
It's a geocentric... It's a 7... Okay,
Yeah.
it's a flat Earth conspiracy thing. Who cares?
Okay.
Next
one.
Next one is Goku sucks. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, you guys are artists, right?
No.
But the real question is, how many of your original characters can beat Goku? I have at least 5, so get fucked.
None. None of my original characters can beat Goku.
Yeah, I guess I can't. Mine can't either. So,
But Clarissa has a gun. She can shoot him. She can just shoot him. You ever think about
that's
that?
true.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Launch.
Yeah.
Did you? I was looking at Launch.
You talking about Baby Goku?
Yeah, Baby Goku.
I mean, if he got the right beast, the Beast Hustler could maybe give Baby Goku a run for his money.
Yes. But like Launch in Dragon Ball, the lady who sneezes and changes her personality and her hair color.
Yeah. I love Launch.
I realized just the other day when I was looking for some reason at her, I was like, wait, that's the reason I like girls with guns. That's the reason I like the idea of gun girl. She's blonde and she's got a gun and she hates you.
That's
just
funny.
like Launch.
I like blue hair Launch. I don't like blonde Launch.
I like both of them. They're so pretty.
I like the blue one. I like the one that's nice. Actually.
Yeah, just like Marge Simpson.
Just like Marge Simpson. Yes.
What if Marge Simpson sneezes and turns into
Lisa?
Lisa.
Lisa's blonde.
I just now have realized that. Why are they blonde?
Are the
Homer
Simpsons
had brown hair?
Are the Simpsons kids blonde? Is that what they're?
I mean, they do not have a different color from their skin color, hair. They do not have brown hair. Homer had brown hair. They do not have...
Marge had blue hair. So
Marge, was it?
Yeah, when she was a teenager, it was blue.
But did she always dye it? I forgot if that was ever established that she has a canon real hair color.
She dyes it blue now, but when we see her as a kid, it's still blue. So, I mean, I don't think she was dyeing it ever since she was a kid.
Oh yeah, and her dad had blue hair. Yeah, so that's just a thing.
Not in every time we see him. I think there's at least one time we see him when he had. Although that might have been when he was old. His hair might have. I feel like the one where we see him and he's a flight attendant, he had brown hair. But I think there's another one where we see him with Patty and Selma and he had light blue hair. I feel like it's inconsistent with Mr. Bouvier. I
am pretty sure the flight. Oh, Clancy Bouvier's got orange hair.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, I'm seeing the different images now.
Knew it. Because I watched that who's that one Simpsons tuber? Real Jims. I watched the Real Jims video about Mr. Bouvier. So I know this with the back of my hand.
Yeah, but Gun Girl is Launch. She shoots you. She doesn't change her personality.
Yeah, I guess she does. I guess she does shoot me.
Yeah. She shoots you with angry eyes. It's like the perfect woman.
True. I love a girl who'll shoot me. Next one is called wait a second, I didn't download that one. Next one is called A Lost Vagrant Husk. 3, 2, 1, go.
When I saw the OVA, I thought that what I desired was Nate.
Uh-oh.
But I realized something. Nate has not been here for years. What
Dark Souls
I saw,
music.
it was merely a simulacrum. The memory of him is dust in the wind, being thrown away by the ever-crushing procession of time. time, I had an epiphany. I no longer crave for succulence. Ben, I have lost my purpose. What am I to do now that I no longer desire to fuck a member of the PCB?
Well, you better figure it out before Find Purpose November rolls around.
Oh my god.
Yeah, remember that?
I can't wait to find my purpose.
Yeah, it's a few months away, so you got time, but don't dilly-dally. Because if you end no Find Purpose November with no purpose, the freaking the collectors come around like in Homestuck, and they say, spit your purpose into this bucket, and if you don't, they kill you. True. So, you know.
I thought he was going to say he wanted to fuck you.
Yeah.
But now he just has no one to want to fuck.
No, it was Nate or nothing, as the saying
Truly
goes.
a tragic tale.
Next one is called Hey Gib, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey Gib, how do you feel when people sexualize you on the internet? I would ask Ben, but he already violates enough social contracts that I have no respect for him.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't like it all that much. I think it's fine up to a point, but like weird comments, I've actually got a few weird comments, and I just like it's a little like you're a little presuming that I would be like just fine with you saying that.
Are you talking about on Twitter or in YouTube comments?
On Twitter, I don't think I've seen that many YouTube comments. Maybe a couple. And I guess the guy who does the voicemails, where it's like whenever it's like, oh, I saw Gib on Twitter, and he does like a ooh come thing. That's his voicemail gimmick. Not a big fan of that, but like, it's obviously a goof. It's just sort of like ick, a little bit icky.
Yeah. I feel you, dog. Okay, and that's the answer. Next one is how to penetrate a social group. Wait, let me download that last one. Okay, download. How to penetrate a social group. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so let's say you are new somewhere and you don't know anyone there and everyone there knows each other. Like, how are you supposed to interact in such a scenario? Like, are you supposed to, like, I don't really
I mean, it's a tough question.
You just gotta find something to say. You just gotta think of something.
I mean, a lot of the time, I have a lot of trouble with this when like everyone knows each other, and I'm like, okay, I know what I should do is like engage with a conversation they're already having, but then they end up talking about nothing that I care about, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like I should try a little harder, I guess.
If they're already like, having a conversation, I wouldn't necessarily say like butt into it.
Well, no, but like sometimes they're always having a conversation with each other, and you're never like considered. So you have to try and worm your way in somehow by either being something like a subject of the conversation, or by just having a quip, having a point on what they were saying. Oh, I heard you were talking about this. Did you know? Or like just, I don't know. It's difficult. It sucks.
You kind of just gotta try and you kind of just gotta look for an opening and just say something. And I guess if you're there for like
first impressions, first impressions are like, people say first impressions are very important, and the reason I don't think people like say this part, because I didn't get it for a while. The reason the first impressions are important is that's the only time that it seems normal to talk about yourself and what you do and who you are and what you like. Because if you know them from like having seen them already and you just sort of say hello every so often, it is weird to suddenly come up to them unprompted and start talking about what you like and asking them questions. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's sort of the weirder, it's weirder to say it after you've met them than while you're meeting them,
I guess so, yeah.
because once they know things about you, they can think about you when topics of conversation come up and think to include you or like to talk to you about something because they already know stuff.
I would say that if you're talking about you're in like a, I don't know, maybe like you just joined a new school or something, or you're in a new job or something. I would say first thing is don't be weird, and don't like you do want to like eventually break into the conversation and think of something and say something, but you don't want to be weird about it. So like I would say just be chill, and like if they're not talking about anything you have anything to say about, and there's nothing, and you don't see any natural way of like opening a conversation, don't force it, and because you'll be weird about it if you be okay with like not saying anything, because it's normal to not have anything to say to people you don't know. Just be fine with that. But if you see an opportunity, or you see something you have an observation to make about, or they're talking about something you have an interest in, it's okay to pipe up and be like, hey, I have a thing to say about that.
Yeah. It's always weird when a person is hovering, because nobody draws attention to it, but everyone can know. Everyone notices when somebody's hovering around a conversation and not involving themselves. If you're just chilling, doing your own thing, like I was imagining it like at a work environment. If you're at a new job, you're all there to do work, so it's not weird that you're in earshot of whatever they're doing. Yeah. But like if it's more of a social setting, it is odd to just go up to the group and hang around.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to be some freaking silent orbiter. That's not good. Next one.
If you're going to orbit, you should do it in Outer Wilds.
Hey, honey, did you bathe? You smell great. Did you bathe? No, I used the Orion scent. Well, may I orbit your belt? Sonichu. Next one. It's a fake ad that Chris put into one of the issues of Sonichu for Axe body spray.
Great.
Yeah. You're welcome. Next one is VVV work doodles baby. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, this is grotesque. Oh, this is the version of that.
Jesus.
The image where you're big and I'm small at the table. But it's
what?
Remember that image from a little while ago where you're pointing at my plate? Someone else drew it.
Oh, yeah, vaguely. Sort of. Burp.
Just eat your dino nugs, Gibbontake.
Burp.
Oh, full of turkey 2000s.
Oh, internal view. Eaten clean plate, twinkle, twinkle. My turkey 2000s. Gib will not be forsaken. Jeez. Oh, you're like standing in my guts.
I like Turkey 2000. I wouldn't kill Ben. I wouldn't kill anyone to get a Turkey 2000. Oh, they're just a turkey nugget.
That makes me feel terrible, because I would definitely kill you to get my Turkey 2000. That's just awkward. My bloodshot eyes. Oh, God. This is horrible. Why would you do this? I don't like it. Thanks for that, Vinny.
I hate it. Thank you.
I hate it. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Lol. Next one is there's a 2-second voicemail. Okay, there's no sound. Next one is Dan Olson is my adopted father, from Streets of Rage at avarice.org. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello. I'd just like to take a moment to appreciate the length of the podcast, because
sorry.
I think the podcast should be generally longer.
Only 3 hours this week.
The longer
idiot.
they are, the more words they are, and the more I can listen to them, and I just
it's so true.
Boring podcast, because my life is boring and I listen to the podcast and it's like I'm really there. Thank you, Ben and Gib, for making my boring life more boring.
That's what we strive to do.
The idea that the person who's having a boring life just wants it to be more uninteresting.
Yeah, I love
They
having
want
a
more
boring
of the
life.
PCP to that end.
I made my life boring on purpose. I want more of it. Thank you, Length Appreciator. Voice Grail for the Length Appreciator. No, not quite.
Not quite. Very funny voice though. I could tell you were having a lot of fun with that. That was a good one.
Too much fun. It should be more boring. Make your next voicemail more boring. And longer. This wasn't even the full minute 30. Come on. Next one is an image.
So many image.
Oh no, Ben Saint's life in weeks. Here's when Ben Saint disrespected my VTuber wife. Oh.
So you will remain dead for those years following.
I will remain dead for those 90 years. Yeah, it seems likely.
That implies you come back. That implies there's a resurrection spell.
Well, I hope so. Well, I sure hope so.
If you got resurrected after you were dead, long after you were dead, and you were a skeleton, what's gonna happen, huh? What are you gonna do about it?
Do I still have all the capabilities that I had from when I was alive as a human?
You have the sensation of sight, despite not having eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that I guess hearing, but I guess that's it. So you can move around and you can hear and see.
Can I speak?
Nope, you're a skeleton.
Well, I would probably I don't know, I would probably draw and write stuff then. I'll just start drawing. I don't know. I can still do that.
True.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to be a skeleton.
You wouldn't
have to worry about
not much would change.
Anything.
Yeah.
You could go for a walk and stand at the bottom of the ocean, and you'll be like, yeah, whatever.
The more, you know what? I'm liking it. I wouldn't have to worry about my mortal flesh. I just chill in my room.
Hungry?
Just chill in my room and draw.
Dude,
you could play video games.
You could vape as a skeleton. You wouldn't even have
no lungs.
Problems.
No lungs.
You could get a little bellows that you can operate with your hands to act as a lung.
True. I mean, you don't even need to put it inside you. You could just put the vape into the bellows and then just blow it at people. Just run around with it in your hands.
The phantom is real.
The phantom.
There's like when a fog rolls in, it's a huge vape cloud that you're blowing everywhere, and then you come through the cloud. Little skeleton.
An appropriate entry for a skeleton. It doesn't sound that bad. Yeah, I'll take it. Yes, please. Next one. Oh, saw that one. Next one is AIDN.jp.
What is AIDN.jp?
I have no idea.
Wonder of Wonder Art. Click to start. Please enjoy this content with sound on. Wow, okay. Oh, it's too loud!
Okay, well, I should turn my volume down then. Oh, wow.
Okay, the little question mark stops it.
Oh, he changes it. Hang on, this is very loud. I'm wondering if I watch long enough if he'll change his animation. Oh, he's flailing. Oh, I'm flailing.
Yeah, it looks like you have two dance moves.
Hang on.
Side to side, and then a flailing with your arms. I don't know how to turn it down.
The little. Okay, I gotta stop it. The little slimoids. There's a little Devu. There's a little Devu slime. On the slimoids.
Oh, there is.
And little podrins and little vape cloud. I've never seen this before. This is a cute little.
Yeah, it's a cute little thing.
Cute little app. I think there's another one, and I think it's you.
Oh, that's the next one.
Yeah, these are pretty cute. Will it be the same song? Let's find out.
It is.
Oh, you're holding a Turkey 2000. You got a gun in one hand and a Turkey 2000 in the other. Wow, watch where you're pointing that thing. All right, pretty cute, pretty adorable. Oh,
Sorry, I couldn't hear you because it was too loud. What were you saying?
Oh, I just I just said pretty cute, pretty adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it's the pumpkin, the Lord of Ghosts, the little I think the Hippocrit hat.
And I said, watch where you're pointing that gun.
Yeah, I've got Clarissa's gun.
Really just
I'm gonna
flailing
kill
it
you.
around. Yeah.
What's that other thing in my other hand?
It's a turkey 2000.
Oh,
You got your fingers through a turkey. It's gonna burn. It's gonna hot oil. It's gonna scald you.
That's what you did back in the day. That's not what we did.
I don't think you.
We didn't do that.
You wear them like brass knuckles to pummel your foes.
Oh, that's why they recalled them, because kids were getting too violent with their turkey 2000s.
Punching each other with their turkey knuckles. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Next one. Okay. All right. Got the Virgin Ben Saint versus the Chad Endless One. Receding hairline, rents with flatmates he hates, COVID brain fog, says lol out loud, can barely speak, these are mean. Oh, these are like mean. I wonder if this is someone that genuinely hates me. Exploited, no, but collaborated with Chris Chan. Duh, workers are entitled to the fruits of their labor, except for Jesse, lol. Has said the N-word more than Jesse. Oh, good. Grifts a dead podcast to fund his artistic ventures that no one cares about. Terminally online. Least interesting PCP member. Still wearing Nate's shoes.
How's that a downside? Those are cool shoes.
Lives with hot girl. Debatable. Full and flowing mane. All right. No brain fog. Yeah, you got me there. Can rap. Yeah. Doesn't stutter. Speaks with confidence. Sure. People listen to PCP for him because Digibro told them to. Freed from online bullshit, except he's still dependent on his patrons, so no. Makes whatever stuff he wants to. Yeah, like 18 Let's Plays a month that he charges his patrons for 18 times a month. Very good. This is just someone that sincerely doesn't like me, and I just think they're stupid. So that's all I have to say about that. Next one is a Vokaru link. Here we go. This is the wait. Is there any more after this? No. This is the last one. Let's freaking go.
Japanese niggas, Japanese niggas,
yes.
Japanese niggas, Japanese niggas, oh Japanese niggas, Japanese niggas, Japanese niggas, yeah, Japanese niggas, Japanese niggas. This is the quiet part. Yeah.
What can I say?
Oh yeah, Japanese.
I was just vibing.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe. Little embarrassing. You know.
Japanese niggas. What's happening to these niggas?
Hey, come on. Hey, come on. Who among us? Whomst among us?
Who among us has not been cringe in the past?
Right. True.
I do not say it anymore.
I don't say it anymore. We left it behind. It was everyone else's fault. Everyone else was just a bad influence on me. It was just
Ben, you're like the oldest. You're like the oldest one.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm the smartest or that I have the most resilience to peer pressure. Certainly not.
None of us have like we were just too young to understand.
No, we don't.
Except for Munchie.
Yeah. Lamau. And none of us stopped him. Well, hey, live and learn.
Live and learn.
What
was that? How's that go?
Hanging on the edge of tomorrow.
No, the Sonic one.
Yeah, live and learn. Yesterday. Yeah,
I forgot that part.
If you beg or if you borrow, something find a way. Right. I'm pretty sure that's.
I don't know these things.
I'm a big Sonic fan.
That's more sinful than having said the N-word a bunch of times.
I would agree. Did you see the Sonic the visual novel that they just released on April Fool's Day?
Yeah,
the
Sonic's
murder
dead.
of Sonic. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Pretty
I
cute.
like when they do an April Fool's Day and then they actually do it. Like, they didn't just say it as a joke and then not make it. Like, no, they actually made a little game. And that's cool.
I think I've had my I hate April Fools like rant before, so I don't need to say it again. I don't really hate it so much as I'm like just like apathetic to the whole thing. Just like okay.
I don't think it's super amusing to just see someone and like, oh hey, they posted a thing that they would normally never say. They're pretending they're gonna do a thing that they would never do. Haha. They said, it's misinformation. Yes, I love the April Fools.
Like April Fools, even though some people just do things that suck and all that, I do generally enjoy the feeling that it's like a time where like everyone is on board with this one thing and they're all doing something. You know, it's a holiday and everyone's taking part and it just feels nice, I guess. Yeah. The only thing that sucks about April Fools is that for people who don't upload a lot and then they suddenly upload, it's just disappointing. And then the next day, all of the things in your feed are like, oh yeah, that was from yesterday, that's a joke, don't need to click on that, no, that's probably not going to be funny, that's a joke, okay, there's nothing to watch today.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it's like when it's fake content, when there's not real content, and it's just, you know, some people will say like, like if they just said, oh, what if we made, this visual novel where you solve the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog as a joke? That'd be lame. It was cool that you can actually play it.
Yes,
but I didn't play it because I don't care that much. But I just thought it was nice. And that's the last of the voicemails. We're done.
Oh my goodness.
Plebe and Weeb
underneath 3 hours.
Plebe and Weeb Blu-rays, they're free now. The file, the ISO file, you can burn it to a disc. The Plebe and Weeb Blu-ray is free. saintcomics.com/store.html. Jesse and Trixie both have my permission to make their own Blu-rays with the work that I did for them. They will not because they do not care. Lamau. I'm still looking at this Virgin Saint versus Chad Endless one and just seething because it wasn't funny. I thought it was going to be funny jokes, but no. It's just some cringe lord genuinely coping and seething and mauling about my savage own of their favorite idiot that they probably give money to on Patreon for some reason for 18 Let's Plays a month. Die viewer. Sorry, I was in a fugue state. What were we talking about? We were ending the show. That's right.
We were talking about Clarissa Gunsmoke.
Yes.
Go buy it on Amazon and Ko-fi, and look forward to the Perfect Comic Party, where it'll be new and fresh, and it's the new thing.
So, the volume 1 is all the Clarissa that is done at the moment, right?
Yes,
okay.
Chapters 1 to 4. So the first 3 were already done, and the 4th one is exclusive for now.
Well, shit, I'll have to actually read that new one that I didn't realize was in here. Lol. Thanks for telling me. Become a patron. Patreon.com/The Pro Crastinators. We will give you a shout out in the Perfect Comic Party when that comes out soon. Also bonus content, so many bonus episodes, and the RadCon OVA commentary if you want to hear us opine about what all that means to us in the year 2023. Anything else?
Nope. I think that's it.
All right, that's it. End of the show. Thanks for listening. Under 3 hours. We're out. We did it. A clean break. Okay, that's goodbye.
Goodbye.